So I'm an expert in resurrection belief. According to Jewish burial traditions, which I'm an expert in, what I am an expert in is codicology and paleography, how we date manuscripts based on handwriting style. My expertise is what we call extra canonical gospels. I'm an expert in Roman crucifixion.
These people subscribe to you?
Community, 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 community. Come talk to us about community and how nice you are and how much you love the community and how skeptical you are and how we all have to be kind to each other and how we got to be skeptics and we can't be in a cult and the cults are bad, but over here we do community, 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 community.
Uh-oh.
We can,
Sorry.
and I'll
Sorry.
talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Oh God, you're running that brush through the nest there. Is that what we're doing right now?
Apparently not.
I guess it's I guess so much for that, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Right.
You tried.
I got a phone call there last second, but we're good.
Oh, see here, I thought, okay, that's good. So here, I thought you were mad at me, and just were like, "Fuck off, Kip." You're so nice. Well, I do prefer when my co-hosts are not pissed at me. So yay!
I'm
Welcome
just fixing
everyone.
a couple things too. So
that's it. I mean, this is the time for that, right?
Yeah.
Very important. We get the. Can you get the?
Hold on. I'm not gonna be able to hear you. I gotta pop it up. So you know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So I understand. So he's got to get the funnel on the toque. It's going inside the toque. Okay, I see. That's what we're doing here. While these guys are fucking around, I'm gonna say hello to some people. Good to see Faith by Faith was here. Went to a pride parade and got sweaty. That's the way to do it. Good to see Arrow Dodger and Dr. Clark Van Gilder. I've heard of coming out of the closet. This is right. People pay attention to the stream titles. Release the Lesbians. Maya is here. Good to see you, Holly. And Teddy, the Wonder Lizard, is here. Happy Saturday, everybody. Cuneiform guy is here. Tommy from The Humanity. I'm an Alex Warren. He's at an Alex Warren concert with his daughter and friend. Thanks for providing some entertainment. He's out of beer at the conference and not a concert and not listening to what's happening in the concert. That's the way to do it. Budding Hebraists, G Ward or Gward and Noise Ending are here. Good to see you guys. So welcome everyone. Miranda Rensberger is here. She's still in the hospital. The labs finally showed that the oral meds are working, so they're able to turn off the IV. If it keeps looking good without the IV, I could go home in a couple of days. For those who are unaware, Miranda Rensberger has been in the hospital for the last 2 weeks, I believe. Had some unexpected procedures that needed to happen, and the community has started a GoFundMe for Miranda. I will find the link and I will post and pin it here while we get going. So we hope you're doing well, Miranda, and best wishes, and hope you get out of there soon.
Thank you, Andrew.
Did Andrew post it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Let me pin that right now. Andrew is the best. You really are, Andrew. So there we go. And then I'm gonna copy and paste that into the vertical chat because the vertical people.
The vertical people.
Right. I love that song. That's right. That's awesome. Oh shit, I can't do it yet. I'll have to wait to post the poll first. But hey everyone. Happy y'all made it. I don't recognize Griff. Griff 1 is here. Good news. Yeah, hope that you get to go home soon. We all do. Cool. So, here we are. I hope you guys have had a good couple of weeks since we last streamed. I did. I had a great week. Not the a couple weeks. I had a great week a couple weeks ago. So yeah. So here we are back with another installment of Budget Scripture Saturdays. It's Saturday night. I've got candy, lots of candy is good, and a glass of wine, and I'm gonna crack open a beer here in a minute as well. So yeah. Oh, hey, what do you got, Nitty?
Truthadelic.
Truthadelic. That's awesome. It's what does it say? It says Gingy. What was that?
It's an Imperial Hazy IPA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I like
it's
those.
very
Those are really good.
citrusy.
Oh yeah.
So-
The hazy IPAs often are quite citrusy. So, but I like those. And oh wow,
You're drinking a balls.
Tap is drinking a balls.
I'm
So
drinking the balls. So I was picking up drinks for the evening from my local 7-Eleven, as I do. I'm a classy person. Look at me. Look at how classy I am. And there was like
it's because no one can see the funnel under your hat.
This is how I keep it. That's how I keep it erect.
That's good.
There was a
Some of
sales dude from Balls, from Buzz Balls.
Wow,
that was
Buzz
there,
Balls.
and I was like, I've had Buzz Balls a couple of times. I don't mind Buzz Balls. I am exactly their target audience. Okay, whatever that says about me, it says about me, right? But so I was like, what is the best one? And he was like, it's the pink lemonade one, and everything about who I am is pink lemonade, right? So I was like, yes.
Yes.
And then when I was going to check out, he gave me the cozy. So my balls now have a
Oh
cozy.
my god, you got the cozy.
It's
Wow.
the you have to unzip it though because
Holy
the convexity of your balls. When you want to put your balls in the ball sack here,
Look at that.
you have to unzip
In the ball
side
sack.
of the ball sack so that you can put it comfortably into the. I'm sorry about your monetization, by the way, but that's on you.
Faith loves the pink lemonade. So tap repping, yeah, it's good. 7-Eleven, if you're interested in sponsoring the show, then please contact me.
Yes.
I think we can work something out.
My local 7-Eleven staff loves me. Okay.
I bet they do. So yeah, I suppose if maybe if there's someone to make that happen, it's you, Tap. Wow. Oh, so tonight I will be drinking. I'll show you guys. This is I'm not quite finished my my Yellow Dog Brewery sampler from Port Moody, British Columbia. Tonight I'll be enjoying a Turbo Wolf Sour IPA.
Ooh.
And I'll just read it here. Throwback, but make it turbo. We dusted off another one of our seasoned recipes from the Yellow Dog Vault for a re-release. Turbo Dog Sour IPA. This brew, originally brewed with machine Superflux when they were just wee little ones, is loaded with Nelson Sauvin, Galaxy, and Citra hops to make it a wild and tropical experience. It's just as turbo as you remember, so grab a can for a tasty blast from the past. That's what I'm doing. I'm having a tasty blast from the past with my sour. I've had I don't like sours as a rule, but this one is
sours. They're
very
the only
good.
type of beer I like. Sorry.
They're the only type of beer you like. Wow. I've had very good ones, and I like those. And then I've had a lot of really shitty ones, and they're just like, I mean, the sours I don't like are the ones that taste like they just added cranberry juice to a bud and called it a day.
That's sour.
So, it's not. And I've had a lot of things that have sour on the label and taste like that. It's disgusting. So, noise ending asked. Shoot, I need to go I need to go get that. How about we do this? I will go and get my my chalice for the beer, and while I do
Do you need
that,
a cozy? The guy gave me 2 cozies.
they won't fit, sadly.
Oh, okay.
But why don't you go over the video offerings for
Let's
this
do it.
evening while I'm doing that?
All right. I don't
I'll
have the
be back.
ability to like press the different buttons, so this is what we get, I guess. All right. Video number 1. What really, all caps, happened to Noah's Ark? Everything about the punctuation in this sentence is correct. This is from Epic Bible Stories, who has an astonishing 148 full stop subscribers. Yeah, 148. That is, there's no K there. Normally there's a K there, and it's really upsetting.
And it's AI stuff, you would think, but no.
Yeah. Also, this video, which is 1 year old, has 15 views.
I didn't look at the counts. I just found it. Okay.
That might be the lowest performing video I have ever
seen.
Show. It's not the lowest one I've ever seen. If you just like enter in a random YouTube like URL with numbers, that's short. It'll have like random surveillance footage. It's weird. All right, that's video number 1.
Surveillance footage.
Yeah. So what really happened on Noah's Ark? You can tell by the everything here that it's going to have a lot of AI. I have no idea what's going on with presumably Noah here, but that's not Noah because that's not.
Oh, there's something really. There's a really funny detail about this.
That's the avatar of the channel creator, probably.
Yeah, it is. What's the funny detail, Diddy?
Actually, this art style is consistent.
I won't say it right now.
And yeah. All right, video number 2.
That's a lot of
Video number 2. Final prophecy, all caps, : the truth, all caps, about Trump's meeting with China. Space. I don't know if that's an
Bible scholars are trembling. This is why I picked it, because Kip, I want to know if you're trembling.
I maybe after I see this, I'll start to tremble.
I've seen Kip tremble, and it's.
You have not.
You don't know where my cameras are. Anyway, this is from Ark Bible Films, who may or may not help manage some of my cameras, and they have a cool 63.3K subscribers, and this video from 1 month ago has 7.5 thousand views. The brush is slowly making its way out of my beard. Video number 3. In the beginning, there was Comic Sans.
Yes.
And there was the Comic Sans movie, story of the Bible and Christianity, I guess. I somehow doubt that the creator of this movie is particularly religious. I feel like this might be
my God,
no.
dude.
No.
Do you not know? You don't know about Redeem Zoomer? This is from Redeem Zoomer.
No, wait, no, I forgot about that. You're right. I do know about Redeem Zoomer. I was just completely forgetting that this was the author of the video because I hadn't gotten there yet. And I have amazing ADHD. It's really quite, quite impressive. True. But
it is.
Because it was the next line and I hadn't gotten there yet, and I'm dumb, I forgot that this is by Redeem Zoomer, who is exactly as the problem is most of the people I know who use Comic Sans are either doing it ironically or because they just don't care anymore and nobody else cares either. This Redeem Zoomer though has over 700,000 subscribers.
Right?
I didn't know that.
No, it's super annoying because he's a child and a particularly obnoxious child at that. I have children and my children are nowhere near as annoying as Redeem Zoomer is, and it just how can you be so annoying, you piece of shit?
Well,
like
okay, so chat, I would like to let you all know that Kip Davis has agreed to formally adopt me as his child, so I will do my best to inform him of the things he apparently does not understand here about annoying children.
Dude, I just don't think there's anything you can do that would annoy me more than Redeem Zoomer does. I mean, I guess if those adoption papers do eventually go through, I guess we'll find out. But
we will.
By the way, guys, Comic Sans is a dyslexic friendly font, so it's good, right? So what? I've discovered dyslexic friendly fonts, and I found a dyslexic friendly Hebrew font that's quite nice, and I'm going to start using. So all right. Pardon?
You should make a font. That's the sort of thing that you can totally license, and you can have like your own font that you figure out and have like little details that you like, and you literally can make people pay for it, and you can have a license that is your own thing. You could make only organizations pay for it and let individuals have it for free, for instance. But you should consider that seriously for Hebrew.
You know, I have made some of my own fonts. I made fonts in order to do reconstructions in the Dead Sea Scrolls. So like, you know, I copied the hand style.
Nobody cares.
Fine.
Sorry, my headphones.
Jeez.
I lost them.
Sure. So no, as I was saying, I copied, different handwriting styles from a manuscript that I was working on, and I turned that into just a font to use. So it's way easier doing that than like a lot of the cutting and pasting that I used to do. Anyways, okay, so here we are with the poll options. We're just starting the poll now. Video number 1 is Epic Bible AI Noah bullshit. Video number 2 is Trump, China, and Bible bullshit. And video number 3 is Redeem Zoomer Comic Sans Bible bullshit. Vote now, vote often. There's not as many people around tonight, so but I do see that there are 50 of you watching. The loyal ones are here, so make sure that I see votes from everybody. In are you watching your wow?
Quit it.
Yeah,
no spoilers.
We're looking at this.
Stop.
Okay, we're taking this down now because I have something else. Well, Nitty's we've got something else. Before we do that, I have to do this. And I hate to be a bummer, but this is I felt this was important to share because I came across this just today. This was posted 4 days ago. I came across this just today, and I'll be honest, it's kind of terrifying, and I'm not sure what to do with it, but I feel like it's important people are aware of what's going on. So this is a post from apostate prophet who was once a Muslim, then deconverted and was an atheist, and is now a really gross Orthodox Christian apologist. Posted this picture and said, this is Michael Jones from Inspiring Philosophy educating U.S. Congress about Islam because he knows so much about it. And I mean, when I first saw this, my first thought was, I mean, it kind of looks a little fake at first, right? And
it doesn't quite look like him, but it looks like an AI version of him that made him look a little more distinguished.
I'm gonna have to be put up big for this one.
Are you right now, or can I finish?
Finish Finish your thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you? But you're thinking. As I read through some of the stuff, I'm convinced. I'm convinced this is real. This is something that that actually happened. I mean, IP himself. Here, I'll just go over here. He says
I bet it was a plane.
it was a blast. So it looks like this is a thing that actually happened, and like God help us. In large part, I mean, not just setting aside the fact that IP is a raging Islamophobe. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Setting aside the fact that IP is a raging Islamophobe, who's addressing Congress. IP also is not an authority on Islam. He doesn't know the first goddamn thing about Islam except what he learned from other garbage
anti-Islamianity.
All he knows is this polemical version, this stereotype version. It's pretty gross. It's pretty weird. So, all right, you got some things to say, Nitty?
Oh boy. All right. Look, a lot of us who watch this show, who enjoy Kip's content, are people who oppose Christian nationalism. All right. So we're all many of us are about to be totally on board with what's going to happen right now. Okay. So to get Hang Fashi up to speed, yes, a prostate prophet AP has converted to a very particular denomination of Christianity, Orthodox. They're an Orthodox Christian now, Greek Orthodox in particular, and he's gotten a lot of crap from the Eastern Orthodox, the Ortho Bros, as they're now being called. They don't like AP because he's a Israel Zionist apologist. All right, let's table all that. There you go. That's the seedy apologetosphere philosophodrama. Okay. Michael Jones, you don't watch Kip. You probably hate Kip. Look, I gotta tell you, right now, you're a useful idiot. Because if you're an Orthodox Christian, they're just using your label of Christian as part of their identity marker as Christian to create and forward their agenda of religious oppression and an enshrinement of what arbitrary standard they have for Christianity into law. Okay? So you're being used as a tool by the US government, particularly conservative white nationalists and Project 2025-ish, because it's gone a little off the rails, whatever. You're just being used. You're a pawn in their game. All right. I don't understand why you want to invest so much as to go to Congress in an earthly kingdom, essentially, than your heavenly kingdom. You've done a great job of divorcing yourself from a commitment to preaching your denomination to your audience. The non-denoms just love you for now. Here's the other thing. Let's say you win. I'm currently listening to the most prominent Orthodox streamers who total up to hundreds of thousands of subs at this point, with an insane and unfortunate amount of reach. You know what they said this week? That when they heard that in Ukraine, Baptist churches were being bombed by Russia, they said, I'm as about ambivalent to that as I am to a mosque. In fact, they would be fine if a bomb hit America and destroyed a Baptist church, they wouldn't be upset about it. They would be okay. They would be like, oh, it's just like a pride parade. If a bulldozer happened to be going through the street and got rid of the pride parade in a Baptist church, who wins, Michael? When Christian nationalism is over, who's winning? Is it you? Or are you a tool? Are you being leveraged for some other purpose that you actually would never support? Yeah, let them fight. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. The let them fight attitude has a lot of casualties on the way. So let's not get there, okay? Because they can have their little wacky coalition, but at the end of the day, no one is pure enough for a fascist.
True.
Done.
Very true. So, wow, that's weird.
Thank you for
Isn't it
all
weird that we're
tolerating Nitty's budget layman Saturday.
your
I
budget
believe-
rant?
I believe the typical way of saying what you're trying to say is thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah,
That's true.
I get
I've
one.
heard
I
that
get one
before.
every week on Kip's channel, so hundreds of people get
You
to
do.
watch it. And if you hate me for it, just come to my channel and flame and troll me.
Engagement
No.
is awesome.
Yeah,
It's very important. I quite I approve very much. By the way, thank you, Dr. Tapioca Weasel, for the generous gift of 5 channel memberships, and those went to DMZQ8QY, Trevor Laresma TK2IU, Leophilius, a friend of
Physics
yours,
is hard.
I believe.
of
Yes,
us, yeah.
co-host. Physics is hard. So, Mr. Peabody, the skeptic, Connor Moore Music, and yeah, oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of them. So, welcome everyone. There's emojis for you to use. I've been told that there should be more emojis, and I agree. There probably should be.
You have
And
3.
maybe one day I have 3. That's 3. They're pretty. 3 emojis is it's more than 0 emojis, right? So oh wow,
you
look
need
at
the
that.
you need the Nitties emoji.
I
should ask
yeah, I
Maya
do
for
need. I definitely need the
So people
the
can
nitties
drop
emoji.
some
Oh,
big
actually,
Nitties in the chat.
that's
and be
right.
like,
we
what?
need some big nitties. Speaking of big, Josh McGee's just dropped 10 Kip Davis memberships. Thank you very much, Josh McGee's, budding Hebraeus Josh McGee's.
Blood Kips.
And those went to Dr. Clark Van Gilder, Entwenthiel, Urphosaurus, Burak Koskin 2376, Mystery Emerging, Brothub 06, Bring Truth N50. That's right. Human Tommy's chat got added in there. God, I'm sorry, Tommy. He says the concert won't fucking end. Apostate Plus Tax received a membership, as did Curious Clay 77, Chungus Khan, and let's see. I think that's it. Welcome everyone. Look, everyone's posting fun emojis like the Kip Polygio emoji and the Mud Kip and the Diablo Critics emoji. It's all very good, guys. It's all very good. So all right, did we want to
No,
just
it's-
look?
It's diacritic.
Yeah, let's look at our poll.
It's clearly diacritic.
Which one's the diacritic one? What are you saying?
It's
What are you saying?
:_diacritic,
I'm a
not
little sad that show
:_
is
Diablos
on.
critic.
Oh,
But-
I see what
But
you're
it
saying.
should be Diablo critic because it's got little horns. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
It used to. I mean, it was at the time the Diablo Critic logo. So before we got a new logo.
Speaking of devils and demons and stuff, maybe I can show you my horny mage.
Oh yeah,
Give it a
that
second.
sounds fun.
Give
All
it a
right.
second. I'll load up my
Oh,
horny.
Poor
baby.
Tommy is stuck at a non. I believe this is a non-extreme metal show, because they've, they. I mean, nobody's exploded yet, so, yeah, and somebody's
Lord.
asked for a Dagon emoji. I think that would be good. I like that idea.
Is this like
So-
that one band in Hitchhiker's Guide universe where they're so loud that the hardcore fans sit in a bunker that's only 50 miles away, and like the normal fans sit in a bunker that's like 300 miles away because of how loud the performance is?
Something like that. Yes. I think
Yeah.
that's true. Were you going to show something, Nitty? Did we want to
Give me a second.
just show this short little
Oh
video?
yeah, our waiting.
I've had my
videos.
short
Yes.
thing available here for the. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know. You've been make it full screen. Thank you.
Oh,
We're gonna
God.
show this, and then we'll call the poll. Because it's it's pretty bad and funny.
I've not seen this. God's house.
I watched part of it.
Have you
I'm
ever
going
put off
to-
something
oh,
important while focusing on your own comfort? In 520 BC, the Jewish people faced
Terrible.
this exact
That
dilemma.
is terrifying.
After returning from exile in
Pause.
What?
These
What?
Oh,
What? 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 Did they just take? They took people with googly eyes. They shook the table, put it down, and just took a picture. And like whatever was happening at the moment of the picture taking, this guy in
They're
particular,
supposed to be.
right? Because
These people are supposed to be in distress.
what do you
Right.
mean these people?
Oh shit! What an anti-Semitic thing for me to say. Oh.
Ouch. The
wasn't
people on the screen.
anti-Semitism. I was thinking about anti-ocularism, whatever that means.
Babylon, they quickly built beautiful homes for themselves, but left after returning from exile in Babylon. They quickly built beautiful homes for themselves, but left God's temple in ruins. Through the prophet Haggai, God delivered a powerful wake-up call. Is it time for you to live in luxurious
His
houses?
eyes are bugging out of his head. Oh, these are they're the
And then
Amish.
they shift from
So we do that, and then
Jewish
we
to
go
the
through.
Amish.
We go through this particular sort of effect that's like the square, super thick window effect that you sometimes
It's
see.
a time portal, isn't it?
Wow.
You
Hmm.
know.
Totally.
And now we've
Right.
got no.
Unpause.
These aren't Amish because the Amish don't have mustaches, right?
No,
Really?
they have
I didn't
beards.
know
They
that.
shave their
Yes.
mustaches, I think.
And the
I
guy
thought
in
they-
front,
I guess you're
front
right.
right,
They only do.
also is just
Yeah, they-
clean shaven.
Yeah.
So-
no.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
but I mean, he's just like he's
Now-
clearly an AI hallucination. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Got
now
it.
they look like they're an indie band album cover.
Yeah.
I mean, this is wild. Everybody knows that nobody listens to people with full beards. Every time you see a person with a full beard, immediately your opinion of them
It's the
should
Lumineers.
just completely collapse to absolute zero.
While my house lies in ruins, the people's harvests were poor.
What?
God, what is this?
Their money seemed to disappear.
A big nose
It's
guy
like
with a
they
bunch
were
of
like,
gold.
I want you to make a Pixar montage of like bad pause faces.
Yes. And
Yeah,
Jewish
That's
stereotypes.
exactly
Bad Jewish
exactly
stereotypes.
what this is.
And even like this one
What's
is
the
so
guy in
bad
the
that
back?
this dude is like, what is happening to you? My mouth looks weird, but not as weird as your everything.
Our guy on the right, are his nostrils on the side of his nose?
Oh my
Uh,
god, I think they are.
I think that's a mole. I think that's a
Oh,
mole.
God.
Holy moly.
Really?
I think
Okay.
that's a mole, and he's got more of a Cyrano de Bergerac sort of bulbous thing going on.
I see.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
This is the weirdest Coco sequel.
And satisfaction eluded them. God explained through Haggai that
All right, I'm pretty sure this hair feeds back in on itself.
Oh,
Also,
yeah. Oh,
this
totally.
beard.
I love
This
how God
beard-
is a white dude.
God's a white dude with an albino octopus.
And this is the thing that
as his beard.
non-denoms get like on people's case for this. They're like, well, God isn't some guy in the sky, dude in the sky with a long gray beard. Blah, blah, blah. God is
Well, no, his
almighty.
beard is
and
white and
you
he's
know,
standing on the ground.
damn it.
Yeah. Checkmate, atheist.
Their misplaced priorities were the root cause. When the people finally responded by rebuilding the temple, God promised, "From this day forward, I will bless you." Their story teaches.
What the hell?
What?
Like
What?
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 Build the temple.
I will bless you.
And
With
then
the root
Baby,
cause.
wait,
When the people
keep going.
Temple God promised from this day forward.
Pause. Why does that Jewish baby have a cross?
I do not know.
Why does the Jewish baby have a very non-traditional
What the
lower skeletal
it's poor.
like
I don't know.
configuration?
It kind of looks like the baby has spina bifida, or
Yeah,
like
that is not a
some
plus baby.
sort of.
And
It is.
bound
This
feet.
is right. Yes. Anarchic Fox says notice 3 toes. Yeah, it's
Oh, the other ones are
sad.
broken
It's
and
kind of
folded up.
sad, right?
The curse of
Also, I'm pretty sure it just fades into like a generalized abdomen here. And to be clear, we
Yes.
can't actually see a demarcating line. So it's possible
No.
that this torso is an emanation of this underlying surface.
It really is. Wow. And a chest binder as well, by the looks of it. Oh, hey
that could be
Fishy
an old
says
steel.
Nephilim baby, maybe.
Oh, wait till you
Yeah,
guys
could
see the
be,
next
yeah.
one.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
God. So
Bless you.
God will bless you.
God will bless you.
Their story teaches us a timeless truth. When we prioritize God's kingdom, everything
Yeah.
else falls into place.
This
Okay.
isn't
No.
so bad. It's just a giant
No.
cross
Look.
made out of cheese.
Pause. I have
It's
said
been-
this before on my channel that I know a woman who is one of my wife's best friends. We used to nanny their kids with our kids. Gave her whole life to God, missionary. She just had her 3rd child with some complications. Was brought back from West Asia, the Philippines area, because of the health complications. Finds out she suddenly developed stage 4 cancer, dies in a month,
Wow.
leaving
Man, God
behind her
really
4-month-old.
wanted her.
So you're telling me that if I commit myself fully to God, like her, it's all going to fall into place? Is that it all falling into place?
I mean, it is for her.
So I've
yeah.
said on my channel that if I saw her rise from the dead, I'm going right back to church. I don't even care what church it is.
Wow.
I will find one that's
Yeah.
open and go there because her death is documented. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I know exactly what she looks like. Her kids will love her instantly. I'm not one of those assholes who's like, even if someone rose from the dead, they wouldn't believe. No, shut up. We're gone, right?
I don't know
But
what I believe.
this is just wrong. It's a lie. People follow God forever with particular expectations and even the strongest held belief that they're doing exactly God's will. And nothing falls into place.
Nobody's ever.
does that
been
even
thrown
mean?
An amputated limb. Never happened.
No, that doesn't happen. Right.
Right?
There
The
are
amount of
certain
Caucasian
things-
kids.
There are certain things
Anyway,
that never
sorry.
happen.
Rant number
Somebody
2.
coming back from the dead after their body has been destroyed
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
It's a very
It-
Pine
it-
Creek miracle of me. Sorry, but because
Sure,
he would say the
yeah,
same thing about
fair.
his sister.
Yeah. Right.
If you could show
Well, it's a
that,
lo-
I mean, it would completely change the entire like. Nothing like
Yeah.
that is ever able to be analyzed with anything approaching the rigor of like bad science.
Yeah. All right, let's
Even-
finish
even-
this short,
not even
and then
that.
I want to show
Yes,
the other
let's do
review.
that.
Just as
Oh, you
they
want
learned to
play a
put
little
God's
bit of that
house
one,
first,
yeah.
we too must examine our priorities and ensure God remains at the center of our
Wow.
lives.
It's like,
What the heck? All right,
okay,
that was
that's
it. And now you can see that I've been watching a lot of Skyrim videos.
Game of Thrones stuff and Skyrim. Oh
And
wow!
Game of
Hey,
Thrones.
the
I've
new
been watching Game of Thrones stuff for
Oh
weeks.
shit! I
And
still have.
apparently
the
extras.
new season of House of the Dragon started. I haven't started.
I
it
haven't
yet, though.
actually
Has anybody
watched any House of the Dragon. I really need to watch it because Three-Eyed Theorist,
I like it.
which is not this channel, has started doing videos on that, and I'm like,
Oh, cool. Okay.
I don't even. Yeah.
All right. Are we doing a
Hold on,
little bit?
Let me
of
show
that
you
other
my
one?
horny mage real quick.
Okay. Yes,
I
let's look
don't
at
have
Horny
anything
Mage.
else.
No. Okay. Oh, cool. Horny
Yeah.
I
Mage.
shared my window. Yeah, so I made it
Nice.
look like a warlock for some reason, with all these skulls and shit. So it goes hard. All right, that's
It
it.
really does. That's cool.
Oh man,
I like it.
I thought the
Nice.
eyes were like way up here, but actually that was just the mask's eyes, and the eyes were actually here underneath the mask's teeth. It was like wild. It was wild.
Yeah.
Here,
All right, gotta
I
get
can.
out of it, so I have some
Who won
CPU.
who won the popularity contest?
All right.
Right. Oh, wait,
I'm
wait,
listen.
wait,
Not
wait, wait, wait,
here's
wait,
the
wait.
thing. Not everybody has voted in the poll. So guys, get your votes in because we're gonna call this here in about 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to pull this up because Nitty thought we should watch a few minutes of this.
It's the AI. It's what loops in the AI that is just whoa.
Here we go. It's called Christian Faith Live. Here we go. Yeah. Reaching God.
We're already on
963
pause.
hertz. Can I
There's
pause
a
it?
baby. This channel.
That's not.
Yes.
All right, hold on. You know what?
There's a
Look,
baby with a
we
crown of thorns.
we can do this.
Yes.
we can actually. do
What's the implication of having a baby with a crown of thorns? At what
pretty
what
wild.
point in Jesus's life was he wearing a crown of thorns?
Well, he didn't as a
But-
baby.
The last bit.
Right before his
The last bit. The ending bit.
crucifixion and the
And,
crucifixion.
and during his crucifixion, right?
Now Christians hate it when you say that God committed an act of child sacrifice. This channel,
They just lean right into that, don't they? Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
Go sorry. So
Wow.
hover over the scrub over the playback timeline a little bit so you get the previews. Yeah. So keep
With
going,
this
keep
stuff?
going, keep going.
Where are we going here?
That
the
one.
lion.
Look a little bit at the lion stuff.
Okay.
So find the lion with.
Oh
all
God,
yes,
this one.
yes.
Yeah,
Play
okay.
that.
All right.
Oh,
Come
God.
on, you can do it.
What's about to happen?
It's thinking hard.
I have the
Jonah
hard to do that.
Johnston. Did Jonah Johnston make those crowns of thorns?
Oh geez.
It doesn't want to go, dude. You
Jeremiah.
know why?
Johnston.
Because you
It's-
don't have YouTube Premium, unless you do.
It's
I don't know.
Jeremiah
way.
Johnston.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Maybe not so far back. There we go. Oh God.
Oh God! Is that a blood ocean? Is that a why is it crying blood? Time out! I can't take anymore.
I'm like, God. Wow.
I have my 2 cents to throw into the 963 hertz commentary.
Okay. Yes. Let's hear it.
So well, I have 2 videos. One One was a random video that I looked up 963 hertz, and that's the video
Yeah.
I'm currently sharing. And I want to show it for a few seconds, and I'm going to switch to the other video.
All right. Okay. Let's take that one down.
Yeah.
This one here.
All right. So
I'm gonna show.
this is like the normal stuff that you see. Gate to oneness from Inner Lotus Music.
Okay.
Just ambient, boring crap,
Yeah.
whatever.
Pleasant.
That is not when you if I hear 963 hertz, and I want to actually know what that sounds like, you have to use the word tone, because tone is like the word that'll keep you from getting all of the bullshit stuff. This is what 963 hertz sounds like.
Wait, guys.
I'm listening to This is 960.
Yep. You hear that?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's not pleasant.
It's a boring, static, mono-frequency beat. There is one sound in that, one pitch. That when people say that a pitch has magic properties, they mean that has magic properties.
Can you
They
go back
don't-
to the
Alright.
lion licking part?
Oh,
Just freeze
shoot,
frame.
Okay.
Just freeze frame, and then like the.
Let me see if I can. All right, because I dropped
The
it all together.
embrace.
Let me.
the embrace of the lion.
Okay. See if I can. Yeah, it was right here. I think there was like the sea
Right.
of blood.
Switch the share.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So I'm just I'm just queuing it up here. All right, let's take that off. Let's put this one back up. Okay. Here we go. So okay, I think
Who won the poll for there? Yeah,
I think this is right where they start making out.
Yeah.
So God.
Am I missing something?
God.
I'm not seeing anything. What's happening?
Share it, Kip.
Yeah, Kip. We don't.
Share
I
it,
don't
Kip.
see it.
What's that?
Share it.
We don't see it. You're reacting
really?
to something
Goddamn.
that we do not
Sorry.
see.
Okay.
And
Fuck.
I had to like
I'm
go
a
and
terrible
find one of my
person.
hidden bananas earlier, so I understand how subtle that can be.
Okay. Yes.
Two of 'em.
All right. Let me shoot. God. All right. Here we go.
We're professionals
that-
here.
I'm
There
very
you go.
professional.
Yes.
Okay.
Play it
Here we
real
go.
quick.
All right. I'll speed. I'll turn the music off. We know.
Yes,
Let's really
please.
speed it up a little bit.
Oh, look at that.
Mm.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh, he's crying.
hello,
These
Judah.
tears of light blood.
Oh, Judah. I'm the son of David. What are we gonna do?
Oh, I like how the eyes also just turn off. Like the light
they
behind
do.
them just extinguishes, and it just like it's
Oh,
like,
God.
oh, no, you're
This
dead.
is like a
What the
Rob
fuck?
Zombie movie.
Suddenly Ebola.
Really? Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
Crap! Jesus Christ, that was metal.
Wow.
Watch this
well,
before bed,
why not?
guys.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
I want the makeout thing again.
I know. I'm
Go back
trying
to
You
Is
want to watch
is it
makeout
here?
videos after watching that? You're a sick person, Nitty.
There's a
So,
damn
is
it.
back
Anyway,
here?
There's
Here,
no way to
maybe
rescue
this
your
is it.
implication.
Is it
oh
here?
that
Or is this just the same
where his
thing? I
arm
think
comes
that's
up.
the-
Damn it.
Faith, love, light inspires.
It's too hard
I know it's hard to find the frames for it.
to just locate it, right?
I know there's so many loops.
So many
But
loops.
yeah, so guys, this channel
But-
loops this. All right.
Yeah.
Now share my screen.
All right. I'm just gonna drop that.
So
Oh.
this is a real so when Jesus was all like, hello, lion. Oh. There you go.
So, yeah. Message from India Moores. All right, it's time to call this poll, and we're almost an hour in. So,
Yeah, that's on you,
and
bro.
we do. Oh, I know it's a me thing. Oh wow, it's really close, but we do have a winner. So the on the vertical poll, there was a 3-way tie between all 3 videos. So
were there 2
on-
votes for each video or 1 vote for each video?
We don't
just
know.
3 votes. There was 1 vote for each video on the vertical side. On the regular side, coming in third was Trump, China, and Bible bullshit. And then Redeemed Zoomers Bible bullshit had 35% of the share, and Epic Bible AI Noah bullshit had 38% of the share. So it was really tight. But we're I mean, that is a clear window. That is a clear winner.
Guessed it because I already have.
Did you? All right, you've got it. You've got it up.
Yeah,
All right,
I've already got that up.
Is that the beginning? Are you at the beginning of the video? It doesn't look like
Look,
you are.
if we get through that one somehow in the next hour, then we have to at least watch the time-stamped part of the other one. But go on.
The Redeemed Zoomer one?
No, the other one.
Which one?
The Final Prophecy.
The other one. Oh, yeah, but that was the Redeemed Zoomer one was in second. So I don't know if we can do it.
These are details that can be worked out by.
We give the audience what it wants first. And then,
Oh wow! Look,
and then later
Enter
we'll
wants
get
me to know
what Nitty wants.
This looks really delicious. Enter is having chocolate chip peanut butter swirl oatmeal. That sounds delicious. Before we do start, I did want to show everybody that I'm drinking my beer.
Oh,
tonight.
You got a chalice
from my chalice.
Refill.
Do you see it?
Yeah,
there we go.
Dude, is that chalice upside down? Oh no, it's not. Never mind.
It's the Stanley Cup.
I was just saying that was my point, and I thought it might have made more sense upside down. Just like normally when I see the Stanley Cup, I think that it would make more sense upside down when I first see it. And
really?
I will stand by that. When I first see it, when I look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I understand how that's all going.
Oh, I guess.
Fine. I will say the design of the Stanley Cup is future oriented because they're like, oh, we're just gonna have to make this bitch longer every decade.
Do you understand shit? Okay. Do you understand how this works with the Stanley Cup?
They put the team names and
they
put every member of the team.
Every member of the team.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of space and you have to plan ahead. That is my entire point is that the Stanley Cup, they figured out, they were like, okay, this is the infrastructure requirement of what we have committed to do. Looks like we're just going to keep on making it taller until hockey's done.
Exactly.
I love that because in 300 years, when that thing is 6 feet tall, it's going to be even more epic than it is now.
I know, right? There's going to come a time when nobody is actually going to be able to lift the Stanley Cup anymore, which is what they do. Something else that people may not be aware of is that every player who wins the Stanley Cup gets to take it home for 24 hours and do whatever they want with it. So
it does have a flanged base, no matter how you insert it, so that should work.
Everything's a toy if you're brave enough.
It's true.
That's why I'm wearing the Vanda hat.
All right. Let's watch. Let's watch what actually
the earth
happened.
was filled with violence and corruption. People had turned away from God, choosing evil instead of righteousness.
What the hell is happening?
Evil.
Didn't you hear God, choosing evil instead.
Evil instead of righteousness happening here.
Okay, so originally this thing in the background was something that looks sort of like a weird bad, I don't know what the hell that is.
God choosing evil instead of righteousness.
And I don't know what the hell that is either.
They stole, lied, and harmed one another without remorse.
Oh my God! Holy crap!
All right, I'm going back. We're doing this. We're doing this reverse frame by frame.
Wait, guys. I want to tell
What?
you. I'm going to make a confession right now. I didn't actually
Okay.
watch this video.
Honestly, okay, hold on. You know, no, we're gonna start.
And harmed one.
Okay. So now we're going forward. This guy has upper teeth, he has lower teeth, and then he has lower lip. This guy is I don't know what's
This guy
happening
kind of
here.
looks like the guy on the right. Kind of looks like the Elephant Man a little bit. But wow,
Maybe.
Look
This
at-
guy
look
kind of
at-
looks everything.
didn't-
Okay, hold on. Let's identify somebody who's not horrifically terrible and also isn't this guy in the front, because that's just the avatar of
The
the
profile
yeah.
of that one guy.
This dude is acceptable. It's not great.
That's
looks
it.
crazy as fuck though.
All of these
Wow.
though, I think he's
Oh,
holding
wow.
like a pen or a highlighter, and then also his foot is being like, you know, there's like a sand
Yes.
spear. This guy looks like he doesn't have a leg, but I think we all know that it could be possible that is hidden in profile.
It was
Probably
taken in their
not.
unrighteousness. It was taken by the evil and wickedness.
Let's just
As,
go frame by frame.
Hold on.
One.
Before we do that, I just want to point out that as every regular viewer of this show already knows, this is a show that you can't just listen to.
Yeah, you do have to watch
watch
it.
You
Yeah.
gotta watch.
We love
guys.
you.
can't-
though.
I
it
appreciate
really-
it if you're just listening.
Yeah.
but,
You're right.
seriously.
That's actually that's a good point. All right. So
All right.
frame by frame.
Here we go, frame by frame.
So
we
let's
shall
just toggle
see-
between the first two frames and see what jumps out.
Not much.
Not
keep
Not
going.
much. The weirdness of this foot to me, but acceptable. All right.
Just
Okay. His head comes into focus. This guy's head kind of looks like a bird for a moment. I don't or something. This guy becomes
Look
less sane looking.
third from the left. Look at what's happening with his nose. It's like
oh, whoa, what?
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
he might be being attacked currently by a Dementor. We're all muggles. They would be
Yes.
invisible to us.
Yes, true.
So
Um,
it could be that his soul is coming out of his nose while he's being kissed by a Dementor.
Without remorse.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
But among
Oh
them was-
God, no! Why? Why are you not?
They stole,
There we go.
lied,
Hold on.
and harmed one
All
another
right.
We're back.
I just keep playing
Okay.
it. Just keep. We're at 12 seconds.
without remorse.
God.
But among
I
them was
just-
one man who walked faithfully with God, Noah.
He looks like he's gonna go to
He
sleep. He's like, I'm so tired. I can barely keep my eyes open. I
Right,
need
yeah.
to sleep.
Also, what happened to his finger? Looks rough. Looks like a saw axe.
Oh, guys, my finger is
It was all that
is
wood.
Healing, it's
Yeah.
healing okay, but I've got a lot of like scar tissue build up here.
Oh, you
I
guys!
can't quite. Yeah, what's up?
I figured out why they were all deformed.
Oh, yes,
So-
do tell.
Sometimes angels mating with humans
Oh,
give birth defects.
these were the
They're the ones that the Bible didn't
Nephilim.
talk about.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
Got it.
I keep
suppose.
playing.
Yeah.
Righteously, obeying God in a world that had abandoned him. God saw Noah's faithfulness and spoke to him. Noah, I am going to destroy the earth with a great flood because of its wickedness.
His eyes are like that's
Every-
super.
Living creature on earth.
Pause.
Is he
Yeah,
just-
no,
you know,
this
here's a
right
real
there,
simple
that does
question.
make- yeah.
What
Kinda
would it
looks like that thing.
mean? What does it actually mean for Noah to be following God in righteousness when there is no law? What
Right. That's
what actions
You know-
is Noah doing that Is it just like a general revelation that like Christians like to appeal to? I mean, yeah.
These are the
I would
questions
guess
of our
that it's
time.
that. But
will perish, for the world has become filled with evil. But you and your
Wow.
yes, Chattering Ape is about to notice the detail that I'm noticing. Keep playing.
I don't have to notice
Oh.
the detail that you're noticing. I just have to notice this. I'm not sure this boat would float.
family will be saved.
Yeah, but I mean, this is fine though, because I know that like they built
it's
one in
not.
Kentucky, right? They built one in Kentucky. It
the-
actually
I
kind of
would-
looks a little bit like this one,
I would
and
rather,
that one doesn't float either. So
you're right. You're right, which is why when I say I would rather
Oh, Ken Ham.
live out a flood in that building than this thing, that it should mean something. Because I know I'm gonna die either way, but like
I don't
one
care
of them might have
how
a
much.
phone line.
I don't care how much acacia wood this is allegedly
Gopher.
made of.
Gopher
Gopher
wood.
wood.
Go for-
Whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever the fuck that is.
The amount of tar and pitch you needed to hold this fucker together, it ain't looking this pretty.
Oh, that is a good point.
Okay, see, I was operating under the
I
assumption that
literally-
nobody thought this looked
it
pretty.
took-
Because I don't
It
think
took
this
one
looks
and a half
pretty.
of these for me to figure that out. I've read this story so many times, and I'm thinking, do you know how much fucking tar it takes to fix all the potholes in one road that gets a lot of travel in my city? I can't even imagine how much tar and pitch it takes to cover all the fucking holes between that gopher wood. That thing is gonna look browner than Mr. Hanky floating.
And you know, to be fair, it started out as wood, which is already brown. So, yeah.
Build an
That's
ark,
true.
a massive boat made of gopher.
Did he say an arch?
Your family
No,
will be
he said an
saved.
arc.
Build an ark, a massive boat
No, you're right.
made of gopher wood.
I heard
Make it 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Coat it inside and out with pitch to make it waterproof.
I mean, this really
You'll-
is just terrible. Like on a measure of quality. It's understandable why this video has how many views, Tap? Did this one have?
This one
15.
was this one 15?
15 in
Now
a
it's
year.
16.
15.
16.
I'm gonna
When-
duplicate
when
the
we
tab
know
and
that
see if that
AI
number has gone up
videos-
yet.
Should get
It has not.
Nice.
that level.
No?
Way more views. AI videos.
I haven't watched
usually
enough
hit
of the video
algorithm
yet.
and go nuts.
Oh,
Like-
of course.
You generally you have it may be that I've watched enough of the video for it to initially qualify as a view. If I clicked off and never watched the rest of it, I don't know if this would qualify as view. It probably should. Like, we've looked at it and paused it enough that even if we don't finish the rest of it, I think that if you have to say, did the person watch it or not, we put enough time into like looking and reacting via clicks to this video that they should get the
Oh, that's a
view.
good point.
Yeah.
Rabbit atheist, we don't know.
I should.
What's
We don't
that?
know.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good question, Real Melly.
I don't know what the question is. Yeah.
It depends, right? If
Oh,
if eventually the model
hold on. Should I
works off
actually
of-
pull up the super chat and
Right.
read
Oh,
it
thank
before you
you.
start answering it? Okay.
yeah.
For $5, thank you, the real Melly. Do you think AI would ever depict the arc as if it's made of gophers instead of gopher wood? That sounds like an AI prompt waiting to happen.
I'm literally already writing it. Okay. Okay. What's the prompt? What is the prompt language? Okay. I need a picture
All right.
of.
I've got it. I've already prompted it and asked, but you do yours. You do yours. And we'll
Okay,
see
I need
Oh,
a-
we're
I need
gonna
a
we're gonna
picture
we're gonna compare.
of-
We're gonna compare
We're gonna
and
AI
contrast.
all
of
that.
Noah's Ark under
K, dude, it's ARK. God. How did you can't there we go. Thank you.
There we go. Under the assumption, I can't spell, that Kip is lame, and also that Gopher wood means go for
No.
it
No.
would.
No, it's not it.
What were you guys saying? That's why I'm asking you. That's why I put it up. I was listening.
Look, if we're under the assumption that it's made of gophers.
Oh no, that was made by gophers. You're right. Yeah. So see, this is I got distracted.
God.
No.
Just tell me what's right.
I need a picture of Noah's Ark under the assumption that it was made of gophers. Do we Okay. All right.
Share mine.
All right. Yeah, you gotta.
Okay. Should we share? Should we share nitties first?
Yeah, we should share nitties first because it's gonna take a few minutes or a minute. Jesus Christ.
There are gophers in the water.
Is it weird that this reminds me of the Wookiee interpretation images of me? Is it weird that I feel spiritually connected to this? I feel like this is a boat on Kashyyyk somewhere.
Oh, wait. This is funny.
Yo, those lions must already be so full.
Yes.
I love how on the side, it's just they're all standing.
I love how it's got the giraffes, because giraffes just like having their heads peeking out is like the classic meme. Oh my god, amazing.
Oh, okay. What do you have? What do you have, Tap?
I honestly, it's pretty much the same thing.
All right.
Right? Gopher built to last though. It does have let me open it in a new tab and go here.
It says, pair up, all aboard, no sinking today.
Yeah. and then but like outward facing is just all of the gopher, and it's also got the giraffes and the elephants. Although the elephant has a hand. That's a straight up hand reaching over the edge, like Kilroy was here, but elephant style.
Look at the gopher. Look at the gopher on the bow at the very tip there. He's got got multiple gopher faces. So
he's got to go for it, man.
Hey, go for it. And it's built to last, everyone.
Built to last. Gopher. Well, it's gopher built to last.
Noah's like,
whatever
why is
that
the
means.
rainbow? Wait. Why is the rainbow already there?
Well, I mean, maybe this is at the end of the flood when, I guess there's no reason for the polar bears to be going onto the boat then.
I like Miranda's comment too. There's actually a male and female lion. At least they got that right.
At least. Also, look at these gophers have been crushed into tiling.
They have.
This is gopher tiling.
Not just the ark.
Right?
Not just the ark. The ramp was also made of gophers.
The ramp is made of gophers, like over what could be wood, but might just be compressed gopher.
There's one. Look, Wait, look in the water. There's 3 hippos. One's not
They're
gonna
all-
make it.
Why are they?
That
See,
could be
what
a
I
fourth
was-
hippo.
Oh, I think so. What I was thinking was, are the gophers in the water? Is this just like there's a ready supply of fresh gophers to use in the art construction, and these are just the leftovers hanging out here, waiting to become part of this monstrosity?
It could be.
This might be the best.
And the hippopotamuses were like,
show.
If you order a big enough IKEA set, right, that has a lot of the same
Yes.
keys, they will include extra of like a specific thing.
Yes,
If you
that's
have like
true.
30 of that one thing and only at most 3 of anything else, they might give you like 2 extra of that one thing because they're like not idiots. They've built a fucking IKEA set before. Hopefully. And so that's what it's like. It's like gophers. It's like that, but with gophers. IKEA gophers.
IKEA
Also,
gophers.
are these
Joshua
actual-
Geese. Go ahead, and then I'll read Joshua's super chat.
Oh, I was gonna say, are gophers just like beavers but without the skills? Because these all look like
Yes,
like to
right.
me, I'm basically like, are these gophers or these beavers? Because
Yes.
they might be gophers. Beavers would have more yellow looking teeth, like that one right here.
Oh yeah.
But an arc made out of beaver,
I think-
Unbelievable.
I would potentially ride such a boat.
God, oh my God, Andrew.
This is what I'm saying. You gotta swap out the gophers. Well, exactly. Andrew understands.
Where's all the tar and pitch?
You don't need it when you've got that many gophers. Okay,
right.
for Joshua Geese,
All right,
thank you
let's
very
play
much
the
for
video.
$2. Says, go. Yeah, we'll bring the video back up. That was a fun little distraction, you guys. Thank you very much. For $2 says, go for broke. Indeed. So I don't know. I think, guys, that your AI generated gopher boats looked more seaworthy than this one here.
Pair up. No
I'll give it to
sinking
you.
today.
That could be.
See, I
Go
think
on.
what I
Construct a
was
roof.
thinking is if they made it out of beavers, they just
Yeah,
lop.
they would.
I would just like what I would do if I was in charge of this construction project and it was beavers, is I would just lop those beaver tails off and throw away the rest of the beaver, and like, because it feels like the beaver tails would make a good like a good surface substance for keeping the water out. I feel like
it would certainly be. It would be very waterproof. That is true. I don't know if it would make a good surface for keeping the water out, because I don't think you can like just take beaver tails and stick it between wood and then have like
wood, just beaver tails.
Wait, hang on.
Use the
Somebody,
yeah, no, fair.
somebody mentioned that ants can float, and so
Oh yeah, they gotta like make a raft.
Oh,
hang on.
yeah.
This I have to shill this other channel because of that. Hang on.
Is it Ants Canada?
Okay.
Hang
Because
on.
it should be Ants
Let me find
Canada.
it.
Ants Canada is a great
All
channel.
right. Hang on. Okay. This is amazing. No, not this one. Hang on.
Hey.
Got
any? Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, you ready?
No.
All right. We're
All
gonna
right,
get
so it says-
totally demonetized.
No. Fire ants
Maybe.
form
It's fine.
fire ants form rafts by linking together and placing buoyant larvae at the bottom to survive floods. Okay.
Nice.
Are you ready?
Nice. Parents of the year.
Ready?
Yeah, ready? This is so amazing.
Gentlemen, please remain calm. We must evacuate the ship immediately. Children first. And remember, there are no lifeboats because we are ants.
The children are the lifeboat.
If you
Oh my
pause a lot,
God.
it's fine. Just pause a lot.
Okay.
I'll never let go, Jack. I promise.
Rose, you're on top of so many babies right now. Just give me one. Just give me one of them. That one just threw up a little. Just give me that one. You don't even want that baby. It's so obvious. Please, Rose. Please.
Oops.
Ladies.
Did you catch what the babies were singing? Do I need to play it
No,
again?
what were these?
I did not catch that. No.
Listen to the babies.
I'll never let go, Jack. I promise.
Rose, you're on top of so many babies right now. Just give me one. Just give me one of them. That one just threw up a little. Just give me that one. You don't even want that baby. It's so obvious. Please, Rose. Please.
Oops.
They're singing "My Heart
can't-
Will Go On"
Oh,
by Celine Dion.
oh my god. That's
Do
incredible.
ants have hearts? I don't think ants have hearts.
Maybe they
I could be
don't.
wrong. I could be wrong.
But if you're not familiar with Natural Habitat Shorts, go there, laugh at animal facts. It's great.
That
And
does
leave an
sound
opening for light. Bring 2 of every kind of animal, male and female, into the ark so they may survive. Take food and supplies for you, your family, and all the animals. Though Noah had never seen rain before, he obeyed God. He and his sons.
Wait, what?
Shem,
Pause.
no,
Yeah.
You've never
rain
seen
wasn't a thing.
rain?
Yeah, no, they think that it just came out in like a mist and like a mist covered
So,
the ground.
Yeah, this
Some
is
people do.
actually true.
No,
It,
people believe that there was
yes.
literally no.
Yep.
Shut up.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yes.
No.
Yep.
So
No.
the way that yes,
I was
no,
taught that growing up. Yeah, I was taught that
No.
growing
This is
up.
true.
Yeah.
This is true, Nitty. The first rains.
How did the fucking plants grow?
The mist from the ground.
The
Water-
mist came in like super heavy dew, basically.
Do I need to read this to you?
Yes, you do.
I mean, okay. I mean, I'll just show you, right? How this works.
I have to pull
Let
up
me
your
pull
not a
this
book.
up. No, I don't. I'm not doing that. I'm pulling up.
What does it
the
mean that there were
actual-
waters above, Kip? What?
Well,
there were waters
yeah.
above.
So
Doesn't mean they came
they were
down.
up there, but they weren't. The that's where the water for the flood came from. But up to that point, there had been no rain on the earth. Like Genesis 2 here says, right?
Yeah.
Go to when no shrub of the field was yet on earth, and no grasses of the field had sprouted, because Yahweh God had not sent rain upon the earth, and there were no human beings to till the soil.
But that was then. It
And
didn't say that there was no
a
rain
flow
after that.
would well up from the ground and watered the whole surface of the earth. That's what would happen.
It would come up, and yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then, if you read through, so Genesis 3, Genesis 2, then 3, the eviction from the garden happens in Genesis 3, and then in Genesis 4, the story of Cain and Abel, right? Genesis 5 is this genealogy, and then we get to Genesis 6, which is the story of Noah's flood. When man began to increase on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the sons of men were beautiful, and took for themselves women among those that delighted them. And then the Nephilim are there. Yahweh is upset. He's going to blot out humankind. He
The
regrets
first
that
rain
he
is
made
in
them.
7 verse 6 or 7 verse 11, right?
Yeah, like it just
That's the
all
first
this stuff.
time.
When you get to chapter 7, and it finally comes time for the flood, it says, here we are, on the 7th day, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. The fountains of the great deep burst apart, and the floodgates of the sky broke open. How is that different? the rain
That's
fell
not
on the
rain.
earth.
Was
It's-
the word okay, so in
says-
verse 12
that's
it
what
says
it is.
and
It was-
rain
It
and rain
was
fell upon the
Gesh
earth.
Ha Geshem. The
Yeah.
rain was on the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Doesn't use that word before
Wait,
that
hold
point
on.
No.
in Genesis anywhere.
Hold on a second.
Except in okay.
Okay. I know this is terrible, but if nice carnivorous ape, nice. If Peter
That's a great word.
says that Noah was a preacher of righteousness, we couldn't make the valid assumption that there was some interpretation from somewhere that he's drawing from that Noah was trying to plead with people to get on the ark because there was going to be a flood. It wouldn't
Yes.
make any hold on. It wouldn't make any sense to preach and warn people of a flood if they don't know what a flood is.
Probably
what
why it
is a
wasn't that
He's not-
effective.
He's not warning
Oh,
about a
shut
flood, though.
Shut the fuck up, Tap. So he's warning about God's judgment?
Yes.
And
But wait. What does God tell Noah that's going to happen?
He says that he's going to wipe out where is it? Let's go back here. Okay. So he does say he's going to bring a flood, waters upon the earth. They understood what waters were
yeah,
to
you can
destroy
have-
all flesh.
You can have
So
a
what-
flood rain. You can do that. A flood can be non-local. You can have a flood upstream that floods. I'm not agreeing like Nitty. We all
I
agree
hate you all.
nonsense, right? But I was taught that rain as in the form of precipitation in
Oh my
drops
God.
that like hit the ground
Wow.
did not happen before Noah. I
was not taught
great
this.
with that
Really?
with that belief.
This is
Yeah.
This is
I
pretty
hate
I
standard.
never
standard.
like really
I mean, lots
No.
bought
No.
it that much. Like my
No.
whole like back
No.
history of being like
No.
a Christian believer was
No.
never something that was as important to me
No.
as it was to most other people in the community, which is why I don't bring it up. But I believe that rain never happened until the flood. I believe that it was basically super heavy dew that would come in. Like it would get really foggy and it would condense, and that is how
Like
the
it says
plants got the
here.
water. Yeah, that's
I
how
mean,
that's
okay,
what
look, if every day was humid, ouch, that would make sense why everyone could be naked. You know,
to be fair, I live in the Bay
Mhm.
Area. That kind of fog is not unrealistic here.
fine. And why people lived a long time because they were just basically well hydrated by the fucking air. All right, but
Very,
just
very
go.
well
Just
hydrated.
play. Hit
Ham
But this
and
is
Japhet.
like
I don't care.
this is I'm just going to say that this is a fairly standard scholarly interpretation of how the book of Genesis was constructed to show that the rain did not actually fall until the flood. The water's up there for reasons, and then one day the floodgates, the
Right.
sluice gates of the Rakia were opened, and it all came, down.
I didn't even realize. So you're saying, Kip, that remains the scholarly consensus interpretation of what the text is saying.
Yeah, I mean, in
some
the way
extent.
that the
Oh, I hate
yeah,
this. so much.
there's
To
the
some
idea of the
extent,
author.
I would not have been surprised to learn that what I was taught was dramatically different from what this, because also what I was taught was that this was all written by Moses. I was also taught that, and that's certainly not the consensus. So
Certainly not. So yeah,
Okay.
but
Keep
this-
going.
Worked
Sorry,
tirelessly,
Nitty.
cutting down trees, sawing planks, and hammering them together. Day and night they labored, following
what is this? I don't. I don't
That's
know
the
what that
thing.
is.
that you use
My
to
God.
saw the planks.
No, you don't use a piece of wood to saw planks. You use a piece of
How
metal
else would they?
with with a piece of metal or a piece of sharp rock or a surface that you then put sand in and you use the sand to grind it down. That's how the Egyptians like cut granite. It took a long ass time. They used copper blades and sand because sand it's mostly quartz.
Grit.
Quartz is very, very, very hard. It's a lot harder than copper, but copper is like a little bit gummy, so the stuff will stick into it. And yeah.
Are you laughing at this one?
Yeah.
All of them, honestly.
I've never encountered a tool that Kip would be unable to injure himself with.
Okay,
guys,
do you see the piece of wood with a ring around it?
Yep.
Next to his head. Now look at the next
that's
one.
the one. That one. Yes. Yes. What is that for?
Now hit play.
It's exact instructions. Noah, what are you doing?
All right. I mean,
they're making fun of him.
What are you doing?
Flood? There's not a cloud in the sky. God has warned us.
Except for those clouds there. You see all the clouds in the sky?
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Also, given what we just described about their expectation of how water showed up,
their eyes are
repent and turn back to him
before
it's
their eyes
too late.
Are totally fucked.
Look on the left.
There's something.
Faces.
This guy might be like I don't know.
The people laughed at Noah.
Look, hold on. Go back for a sec. Because look at the crowd behind him.
Oh,
terrifying! It is a terrifying menagerie.
You have you guys ever seen? Have you ever seen the video for "Come to Daddy" by Aphex Twin?
No, I don't.
What's
I
it
don't.
called?
I don't Google things that
you.
have the word "daddy" and "come" in it.
Hang on. I got you. Hang on. Just keep going. Keep doing.
And turn back to him before it's too late.
With the video.
The people laughed at Noah, mocking him as he worked.
Yeah, I mean, if this is his work product, I don't blame them.
They saw no reason to change their ways.
Wait a minute, Paul. Hold on a minute. What is on the top of the? It looks like there's a whole bunch of fucking people, or something. What is that up there? Do you know what that is?
Those are all of the people that got on the boat.
Are we sure those are people?
Literally, nothing in this image is a person.
Is on the right side of the ark? Is that a cloud or is it a mountain?
It's a mountain cloud. like mountain.
Okay, pause.
It's modern. Okay.
I've shared my screen, but I've turned off the audio, so you won't get copyright, hopefully.
I don't know what I'm pausing. It's already.
Now look at all the faces.
Okay. Oh, yes. Yes.
They're all.
Is this a modern day reenactment of
the people running for Noah's Ark?
No, I was going to say of Pink Floyd's like The Wall.
No. This is actually very old.
Super creepy, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Yeah. If you've never heard this song, it goes hard for electronic music. But there you
That's
go.
fair. I mean, the music video is going pretty hard, so I'm
so it's Aphex Twin, Come to Daddy. If you're brave, watch it.
It's a clown tin. Tommy,
it's actually a rave classic. So
guys, Tommy, I need to know, did the concert ever end, or are you stuck in a concert time loop? Please let us know. And if anybody needs to send, if we need to send help to get you out, we're very concerned.
I'm a physicist, okay? I know things about time loops.
Vandy can help. He has lasers. Oh, good. Well, apparently we're not. Your services are not needed, Vandy. It finally fucking did. Send beer. I can't help with that, but maybe somebody else can send Tommy beer.
I would have to have your eye.
They continued their wickedness, ignoring the warnings of the coming judgment.
That poor child's eye.
All of their all of
their eyes.
Choose any individual person here and look at their eyes. any eye, we're
to
gonna
change
You
their
went,
ways.
what did you do?
choose an eye. Choose any eye that is on the screen other than this guy. Right? And now
They continued their
Are there
wickedness,
animals back
ignoring
there?
the
all of those
See, that's
eyes
the
probably
thing.
did something weird. The one that I chose
That's the
did something
thing
weird.
about the story, right? It doesn't give
Yeah.
any consideration for children. The implication of the story is that all the adults are evil enough for God to destroy the world. And it ignores, maybe not purposely, but the point of the narrative glosses over the fact that there would be children in this event, right? So it doesn't
Right.
it skips over what would be a moral failing of the God that they're going to say exists, because the implication that children were drowned too. One horrid and bastardization of the text, an argument from silence basically, is that, well, when God brought the flood, there were no children. They all had suddenly become anti-natalist, right? Okay,
Yeah.
like it's not there, right? Oh, that's contradicted. However, that's actually, isn't that contradicted by Jesus, who says it will be as in the days of Noah, where people were still getting married and being given in marriage, so which would imply that there were children, right? So
yeah. So sorry, you were gonna say something, Tap.
Yeah. Chapter 6, verse 5. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on earth had become, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time.
Yes.
And you're absolutely right. It never deliberately addresses the question of innocence and of children.
Listen.
But the language that's there doesn't by default disclude them. To me,
no.
It doesn't,
like by default, because there was never any specialized accounting there, that that line, every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil.
Powerful stuff.
All of the time. That is,
so Kip, this is the question for Kip, right? In ancient Near Eastern tradition or storytelling or myth building or world building and theological construction, children are not important.
No,
even women are not important, because doesn't it focus on the Ish, not the Isha of the story?
Hold on.
But go on.
So children are a gift from God because they extend your legacy. Okay. And they're useful, like within this culture, and that's why people had a lot of them, was because there's shit that needs to get done. So within the ancient Near East, children were just kind of understood to be miniature-sized adults.
Yep.
So in terms of like the way that we imagine or conceptualize child, like the idea of childhood innocence just wasn't there. These were, they're like, you have to teach them how to do things, yes, but there's still this built-in culpability. But I was going to say that I think this picture is venturing into like the correct understanding, how we should understand this text, because what we should understand is that at the time of the flood, all children were gingers.
Fact, yeah.
Yes. So,
So they had
you
no
know,
souls. It's okay.
And, yeah,
Yeah,
this is, like,
exactly.
The paucity of souls is, I think, a really core point here, and that is reflected in the gingerness of yeah.
Exactly. And before we continue, I'm just going to address DJ Bunny 162's question here. Why are all the famous women of the Hebrew Bible barren? Because this was the worst thing that could happen to a woman, because a woman's security was ensured through her ability to have children. She is effectively the property of her husband until he passes away, at which point she is then transferred to her, you know, the responsibility for her well-being is then transferred to her children. If she doesn't have any, she's alone and she'll probably die. So it was extremely important that women in antiquity were fertile and productive. Otherwise, they probably would, you know, die early because there was nowhere for them to go. So that is why. We get to press play.
Warnings of the coming judgment. When the ark was complete, Noah stood back and
Wow, those are some big ribbons.
marveled at the massive vessel.
Hold on though. Like, what the fuck? It's loaded with
Gophers.
It's loaded with
Those
hay.
are the gophers. No, those are the gophers. Okay, you can bring up the gopher pictures that we had earlier. Hold on. Do we have? Hold on, I got it. So look, okay, this is a gopher picture, right? That's a gopher picture. And if we go back here, you can see right here at the top, we've got gophers, and here we've got gophers. It's all coming together.
Soon, something incredible happened. Animals began to arrive from all directions, lions and lambs, birds of every color, elephants, and tiny insects, all walking in pairs into the ark. The people watched in amazement, yet still, they refused to believe.
With their crazy eyes, they watched in amazement.
I mean, I gotta say,
This
if
is
my eyes were doing the stuff that these people's eyes were doing, then I'm not going to blame them for having
these are-
low confidence in whatever their visual senses were delivering.
These are some of these are pretty sexy people watching in amazement. So
it's a Kip Davis take
They're,
right there.
they're like
His
that,
wife.
that dude. And they're, guess what, guys? Have
Hmm.
you seen a person of color yet?
no,
Yeah, right
I
here.
Oh wait,
guy.
yes, that guy.
Oh,
The narrator.
Other than the narrator.
Only person that's been there the whole time, and you're just dismissing them. How?
His 3 sons and their wives entered. God himself shut the door.
Oh wait, hold on, pause for a second. Oh my
One,
God, I
son
just
two,
figured this
son
out.
three. And yeah, you're right. Okay. All of these kids look like they're supposed to be characters in, like, I don't know, like a JRPG. All of these people look like characters in a JRPG.
But you know who these people are, right? You understand who these people are.
They're you got Shem and Ham and somebody
Yes.
else or something like that. I can't remember.
Japheth.
Japheth, and then you've got the Sarai,
very stern, angry-looking Noah and his wife, who is unnamed. All the women are not unnamed in the story.
To be fair, his wife is unnamed. I thought, no, you're right.
All of them are
Abraham's
unnamed.
wife is Sarai. You're right. To be fair, given what he's gone through, I don't blame him for being angry. Like Russell Crowe, right? Right.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
I
One of
think
my
that
favorite
explains it.
movies, by the way.
It's such a good movie. It's a terrible film. It's a great movie.
Sealing them inside. Then the heavens opened and rain poured down. The sky, once clear, turned dark with storm clouds. The earth...
The ark completely changed, FYI.
You don't say.
trembled as water burst from the ground, filling the land with violent torrents. Noah, let us in. The people pounded on the ark's
They didn't
door,
say
screaming,
Is there any story? There's nothing in the text about the people reacting to the flood outside of Noah's boat, right?
Place for
Not
the
at all.
door.
Screaming in
Are those
terror as the
icicles?
waters rose around
Let
them.
it flood.
But
Let
it was too late.
flood.
The waves crashed against homes, sweeping away everything in their path. Rivers overflowed, valleys disappeared, and soon, even the tallest mountains were covered. For 40 days and nights,
Wow.
the rain never stopped. The entire earth was submerged. But inside the
Oh,
ark,
it's like
Noah
this
and his
one.
family
This
were
version of the ark, that version of the ark is very much like a Norse ship. If you ever go to, and everybody should, if you go to Oslo, you should go to the Viking ship museum. It's pretty great, but they look like that. That's what the Viking ships look like. By the way, the ones at the Viking ship museum are like ceremonial ships that probably weren't actually used for, crossing the ocean or going down the rivers
I'll be right back.
of Great Britain.
But I bet even then, I bet in a pinch they would have worked all right.
I think they they were
Right?
totally seaworthy.
They
right?
were
They
totally
just
seaworthy, and if you gave them a month to like make it not ceremonial, it would be fine.
Easy. I bet they wouldn't even need a month. Like they were very
yeah.
they're
I mean,
seaworthy.
they wouldn't need any time at all to make it seaworthy. They would just put it in. But
They were
like, it
just
wouldn't be the
very
one that
ornate.
you would put. Yeah, exactly. Well, and if you're actually using a boat, being fancy and ornate is not a selling point.
No. The remarkable thing about the Viking ships, though, at the Viking Ship Museum, I don't know if you knew this. The reason we have them is because as part of the ceremonial interment of important rich dead people within the Viking culture, they buried the whole goddamn ship, like with the person. The one that's the best preserved was actually buried with a woman, which is pretty cool. So yeah,
we got like Joan of Arc, but like Viking version. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but probably not as not pretending to be.
It was Valkyrie.
So
she's awesome.
Valkyrie.
The entire earth was submerged.
I'll say one other thing about the Viking Ship Museum. They let my kids put on armor and gave them swords and allowed them to swing them at each other.
Is this a positive thing that you're saying? Or
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. I enjoyed watching. It was good.
Were they sharp swords?
I didn't ask. So
right. Well, it ended up okay. Otherwise, the story would go.
It was all good. Yeah, we went to it. We went from there to the oh god, I don't remember what the name of the museum was. It's really cool. It's like there's another museum there that's like a giant. Yeah, in Oslo. There's like a giant icebreaker ship from like the early 20th century, and they just put the whole goddamn thing inside a museum. Like, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I grew up in Chicago. They do that same thing with like an entire submarine inside. I think the Museum of Science and Industry or something. It's super cool.
The whole thing. Just put it.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, you can go. Yeah, it's great.
But inside the ark, Noah and his family were safe, just as God had promised.
That's because they went around swinging that incense thing that Russell Crowe swings in the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
The ark rocked upon the waves, drifting upon the endless ocean.
Drifting is a word for it. It's a pretty tame word for it.
They cared for the animals.
This one looks empty. That particular ark looks like there's nobody on.
Yeah, you know why? You know why? Because 18,000 waves bigger than this have already hit it, and those giraffes are gone.
They're just
goodbye, gophers.
Them and keeping them calm as the storm raged out.
All right then. Well,
Those
What
happy
are
ass
these?
Pixar
What are
animals.
these animals?
What's that thing in the middle left next to the pig? What the fuck
this
is
thing?
that? The one-eyed
Nobody know. They're
turtle.
extinct. They're extinct. You know what it was? It's a baby velociraptor, and that's why we don't have any of them, because they couldn't cut it.
Side. After
Hold on,
150
pause it for a second. We're not done. We're not done with this. We're not done with this.
All right.
Okay. There's like what? There's the animal in the center. Is that
This
a
is
cow? No. Beside
this
that,
thing.
no. In the center,
This
God,
thing?
like right underneath the fucking window. Is it a cow? That one. What is
This thing.
that? Is it a cow? Is it
It's
a
an
horse? It's an undulate. But then look at the one to its right. It kind of looks like
That's to its right. If you
that's
meant
the left.
to
Yeah, that
our,
one. Yeah, yeah.
right,
What-
then you meant this.
Are those
yes.
wings?
That's
Does
a
it have
pig with
wings?
wings. That's a pig
It's a
with
pig.
wings.
It's a
That's a pig with wings.
Yes,
That
it
is
is. All right.
that is its mom is a flying pig, and it turns out the storm was really bad.
I would like to
At
point
that
out
point.
a couple of other things in this picture. There are tools on the wall on both the right and the left.
What are these? What are these tools? I was also going to bring that up. I was like, what is it? You know what this looks like? This looks like that. The only thing I can think that this looks like, and it doesn't even really look like that, is those little mallets that the doctor uses to hit your knee. And
those are important, apparently.
those are important. You
break
gotta
those
you gotta
along.
hit your knee and then do the reflex. And
and
for
then-
some reason they have this like weird little triangular hammer thing that is specifically designed just to do that.
Yes. And then the final thing here is I assume that the hay is for feeding the animals, and I assume that that's luggage beside the hay
here,
which is conveniently stored on the fucking deck of the ark.
Well, I mean, obviously it was battened down with like bungee cords that they took off because probably the dove already came back. Right. There's a lot of transitional technology.
Transitional technology.
Yeah, I mean, like
Very
this clearly the AI was like, oh, that's a little key rack, and then realized, oh wait, shit, they didn't have locks back then.
days, the waters began to recede, and the ark came to rest on Mount Ararat. Noah waited patiently.
There it is. It's resting on Mount Ararat.
Watching as the floodwaters slowly disappeared. He sent out a raven, which flew back and forth.
That definitely
That's not a
looks
raven.
like a
That's
raven.
not a raven. A raven to
That's
me,
a raven.
okay. I know that ravens. I know that ravens are different than crows, but like, if you just showed a crow here, I would not have paused and said that wasn't a raven. I would have just been like, at least it's a black bird. This is not a black bird.
Then he
It's
released a
not.
dove,
Also, wait, what? It all right, never mind.
but
I
it
don't
found
know.
no dry land and returned.
Hold on.
What is
Because I
happening?
feel like it's worthwhile. I'm gonna pull this down for a second because I do feel like it's worthwhile reading this part of the story because I think there's some things in here that some people miss. Oh God, I'm back in Genesis 2. Okay, I need to get to Genesis 8. Sorry, I'm not sharing it yet. I'm aware of that. I'm bringing it up.
Because it's okay. We all know that you don't really know how to read and that you've always been faking it your entire career.
All right. So, shut the fuck up. Okay. So the fountains of the deep and the floodgates of the sky were stopped up, and the rain from the sky was held back. The waters then receded steadily from the earth. At the end of 150 days, the waters diminished. So that in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Is this? Oh, yes, here we go. Okay. At the end of 40 days now, so you have 150 days, and the end of the 7th month on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Then the waters were continuing to recede. In the 10th month, on the 1st of the month, the tops of the mountains became visible. And then after that, at the end of 40 days, Noah finally, remember, there's only one window in the ark.
Yeah, this big. It goes all the way around.
Yeah. Noah opened the window of the ark he had made, sent out a raven. Okay. It went to and fro until the waters had dried up from the earth. Okay. Then he sent a dove to see whether the waters.
Back, right?
What's that?
The raven never came back, right?
The raven doesn't come back.
Yeah.
He sent a dove, so the raven is just gone. He just sends the raven out, and it's gone. And he's
which
like,
is why you had to have 7 of all of the birds and shit, because
I guess so,
otherwise
right?
You'd be out.
He's lost one, so then he sent out a dove to see whether the waters had decreased from the surface of the ground, but the dove could not find a resting place for its foot and returned to him, to the ark, because there was water all over the earth. So it says putting out his hand. Let's see. So yeah, he stretched out his hand and he took it and he brought it to him into the ark. That's my translation of the text there. He waited another 7 days and again sent out the dove from the ark. So it's like the raven just fucks off. Stupid, irresponsible raven, not doing his job. The dove seems to be useful. It seems to be doing its job. So the dove comes back, and he waited another 7 days and sent out the dove again from the ark. And then the dove comes back to him again, and there is in its bill a plucked off olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the waters had decreased on the earth. So it's just, I don't know.
Botanist on the planet cried out in horror. Because turns out, if you just flood an olive tree, which do olive trees grow robustly in salt water?
No. Saltwater is bad for like every.
So we have an olive tree that grew robustly enough to like produce a branch that the dove would come off. That somehow the many months of complete inundation of a global flood, which therefore means salt water, was fine with.
I just have to point out, yes, Canada Goose would have, probably would have killed Noah and half of the animals before they reached their destination, because those goddamn cobra chickens, you don't fuck with them.
Oh man, I don't let them give me shit. Whenever a cobra chicken tries to like give me sass, I go up with it, I get big, and I'm like, you want to fight? I will kick you in your long serpentine head.
You're in California. How many of those do you actually?
Here, no. Here, I literally never see them, but everywhere else I see them.
Oh, okay, all right. But I don't know. This feels like it probably wins the internet, honestly. That's so Raven. Isn't
it's
it?
a dove. I don't know. I mean, it's a dove.
Hey guys, we got a read raid from Mark Reed Atheism. Thank you. Good to see you, Mark. Or as I want to say, oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He waited another 7 days and sent the dove again. This time, it returned with an olive leaf in its beak. Noah rejoiced, knowing
Wait, didn't it already do that?
The earth was drying.
No. He sent the.
Never again.
I was reading it. Right. That's probably.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That.
Will I destroy the earth with a flood?
Uh,
Noah stepped onto dry ground, his family following.
His super hot family.
Yeah, Noah is currently level 106. And his wife is probably level 78 or something, and then his children this one's probably only level 16. Right? There's a whole thing.
He knelt and built an altar.
I have no idea what any of that means.
Me neither.
Offering a sacrifice to God in thanksgiving. At that moment, a beautiful rainbow stretched across the sky, a symbol of God's promise. As a sign of his promise, God placed a rainbow in the sky, a reminder of his mercy and faithfulness.
Pause for a second. That looks like a house with a river coming out of it.
Yeah, it was probably designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. He liked to do that sort of thing.
He did like to do that stuff. So,
he didn't do. By the way, he did not do it by making a house that produced a river. He did it by building a house on a spot where it kind of looked like a river was emerging. And if he was ever able to find an underground spring that just came out and produced a river this big, and he was able to build a house there, he definitely would have done it, and it would have been awesome. But I doubt he ever got that lucky.
So, fun fact. I don't know if this is a fun fact or not, but there's at least one house in the city of Calgary where I grew up that was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. Yeah. And it was owned by the parents of a girl in the college and career group at the church that I used to attend. I used to attend when I was a teenager growing up. I attended a very large church in the city of Calgary. And one of the girls in college and career lived in this house that was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. And it was literally there was a creek that ran through the house. It just went right through it, right? It was right in the fucking living room, the creek. So yeah, these are amazing.
I literally just I googled Frank Lloyd Wright. This is one of this is the related pictures of this picture. This is one of, if not his most famous house. It's probably not the one you're describing. I don't know where this one is. If I had to guess, I'd say I don't know.
Northern California, probably, right?
I feel this one I feel might have been in I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but Frank Lloyd Wright, if you hired him to design your house and that you bought the house, it was all done. 2 years later, he literally did this. He would find a thing that he thought was oh, if I was designing the house, I'd put this in that room, because he also did the interior stuff as well. And he would he would buy expensive art and then just bill the person without asking permission. He's oh, I found this thing. It should go in the house. I bought it. I've sent it to you, but they got billed for it. Now, to be fair, if you were buying an original Frank Lloyd Wright from Frank Lloyd Wright at the point in his career where he started doing this, you have enough money.
Definitely.
But it's also, it's like the man did not, he was not a normal person. He was one of these like art savant sort of people, and his gift happened to be this particular style of architecture, which really is
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. His work is objectively impressive.
Objectively, so I don't know how. Yeah, it's like
there is one architect that I think is just like uniformly even more amazing, and you should not come to me for architecture advice, and that would be Gaudi in Barcelona.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you've ever visited Barcelona, you'll understand why.
I've never visited Barcelona, but I'm interested to know.
There is a cathedral that's being built there.
Did he design the cathedral?
Yes. He designed the cathedral that is being finished this year or next year.
It's finally going to be
after 150 years or something. Yes. Right? It has been under and because like how many projects do you see nowadays that are under construction for 100+ years? Almost none. It is a cathedral. It is the whole thing about what this building is the kind of thing that would be very difficult to start today. And if you did start it, it's one of a kind. It's amazing. And they're finally finishing it. Either like this year or next year or something like that. And it's incredible. Gaudi's work is absolutely incredible. I have had the fortune of being able to visit Barcelona. His work is all over the city of Barcelona, and it is a treasure.
Teaches us the power of obedience and faith. Even when the world turns away from God, those who trust him will always find salvation. Like, subscribe, and follow.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, the video has 16 viewers now in the last year. I don't recommend that anybody actually go back and watch.
Last year, oh my god!
And YouTube is pretty AI slop friendly too, so it's
crazy, right? Like,
yeah,
it's that's I mean, we didn't draw any attention to this, but that guy's mouth was moving this whole time. Yeah, I mean that was
the
part of the presentation,
the
right?
Narrator at the
yeah. I feel like we deserve an award or something. I still have a little bit of wine left, and I'm starting to feel the effects. But I still want to know if this was the original publisher. Feels like it was copied. The video? I don't know.
No, that looked pretty. If it was copied, it was copied by somebody who did at least have a cohesive style. Like there's that whole video was AI.
That's fair.
But it was AI with a style that video had that I have not seen before. They could have copied it. I'm not saying they didn't, but if they copied it, they at least copied it from somewhere that was also somewhat unique. Like, and I think that's how people should use AI for this sort of thing, is like use it to amplify your own pre-existing style. Don't use it to copy somebody else's. Like, oh my gosh.
So, I mean, Happy Fun Norm says, I survived a terrible AI Noah video, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. And I mean, sadly, you didn't even get that. But
You know why you didn't get that? Oh, never mind.
Why? No, I was going to say, if you want a T-shirt, you can buy a T-shirt at the Kip Davis store over on Teespring, where you can get like an I fucking love the Bible T-shirt or hoodie, or you can get like a Metal Moses T-shirt or hoodie, or this fine looking Metal Moses coffee mug. So that's enough shilling for.
But you know what
tonight.
you can't do?
What can't you do?
You can't currently go to kipdavis.com and
That's
do all
fair.
of those things.
You can't do. Why can't you do that, Tap?
The reason you can't do that is because Kip Davis does not have kipdavis.com.
Who has it?
Well, I mean, I own kipdavis.com, but that's a side point. But because Kip doesn't own kipdavis.com, it's impossible to rely on anything other than Trenchcoat Weasel goodwill in order for kipdavis.com to ever actually. I do literally own kipdavis.com. I bought it.
He literally does. He showed me. He bought.
I currently own it. It's not active, so if you go to it, you'll just see this site can't be reached. Which I have Opera, which is why it looks like weird and sci-fi.
But you did. I
showed you. I showed you a URL that is not a public thing unless people get to it. I have not actually made the site yet, but I will. Kip already asked me. He was like, "Will you make kipdavis.com for me?" And I was like, "Fine, okay."
He was much more enthusiastic than that when he talked to me.
It's a lot funnier when I feel put upon.
People are very insistent that there is a whole June's Lord shirt available.
Well, June's Lord. There we go. We can do it. We can.
So I think. Did you buy it for good or for evil? I think this is a question for you, Tam.
I thought you were going to say, did I buy it for good or temporary? I own the rights to kipdavis.com for at least the next 5 years, because when you buy a domain, you buy it for like a certain period of years. I own a number of domains. I own hivesci.com. I've let Bree know. By the way, also, my policy is that when I buy a domain that very clearly belongs to somebody else in the community, I will transfer all rights completely over to you at any time that you want, without anything. You'll have to renew it when the time comes. But I'm not doing it to try and I'm doing it because we live in a world where buying a domain and reserving it so that a random company doesn't buy it is like a legitimate good thing, because like if I had a kid and my kid was Optimus Prime Jemison Vandegraaff, I would buy Optimus Prime Vandegraaff. Like when they were named, I would buy that, and I would have to reserve that, and it costs like $3 a year or something like that. So it's not expensive.
In answer to Petite Flowers 5259, the answer is no.
The answer is no.
Okay, all right, good.
I did. I that is a perk.
Yeah,
it's a big perk, but yeah.
But listen, guys, one day in the near future, kipdavis.com is coming. It's going to be a thing, in no small part thanks to Dr. Tapioca Weasel. He actually generated just within.
It'll be built by Claude.
Literally, it was a period of 6 minutes that You were like, you bought the thing, but like, what are you going to do with it? I was like, challenge accepted. I gave a prompt to Codex. It had a site that I was able to send him a link to.
Oh my God.
I've looked at it.
5 minutes later. Dude, the world is weird.
It
is
weird.
crazy. It's trying to put me out of a job, honestly.
God damn, right, Nitty? God damn.
Yeah, that's my day job. So
yeah,
that is your day job.
Wow.
What AI is doing to software engineering and programming is the
gross.
most abrupt, sudden, and dramatic complete disruption and destruction of like an industry that has ever happened. That has ever happened. We've never seen anything that on this short a time scale completely just trashes the entire industry ever.
Yeah, wow.
We've had things that have done the same thing, but not this fast. Nothing has ever happened this fast.
This ain't some printing press shit. This is way.
Yeah, this is
that.
This is 10,000 times faster than the printing press did that.
That's crazy. Right?
It's insane. It is insane. There's nothing there's nothing that's comparable. The closest thing would be probably the destruction of the newsprint industry, and that took 1,000 times longer because it took 10 years for the internet to do the thing. Okay, maybe not 1,000 times longer, because I guess the AI thing is taking 2 years to do something that took the other thing 20 years. There's nothing comparable. Society needs to figure something else out.
Yeah. Skeptics and scoundrels, good to
Eric,
see you.
What's up?
Yeah, Eric says Tap is right. My industry went from the most secure to the most insecure almost overnight.
Yep. Exactly.
AI is great for
I'm
companies.
changing my title to prompt
don't
engineer
care.
for privileged people. So
Prompt engineer for privileged people. Jesus.
In the last
companies
6 months ago, I never used an agentic AI. Now, my workflow day to day is more than half of it is like shepherding an agentic AI to make particular changes. Part of this is on the way that I have sort of taken over the code base in my lab, but it's not optional anymore. It's not optional.
Oh God, right?
It's crazy.
yeah, you have to know at least something. Be right back.
Okay.
It really is crazy. I think that doesn't mean that you should hate it and be scared of it. It means that it's real, and you have to understand that you're living in a world where this is suddenly like a bit like a thing that matters. There are not every industry is vulnerable to this. Carpenters are not vulnerable to this.
Right? Yeah.
Like
for
if,
sure.
if you do something where like having good hand skills matters, other than typing, you're probably AI is not taking your job this decade. Like next decade, I don't know. But I mean, like in like translation,
until they can inject that shit into functional robots, right?
Yeah, until they can make it like until you can literally have an android that has the same dexterity.
Nobody can predict a real asshole client. So
correct.
Yeah. So I had a question actually about this. I think I even contacted you.
You asked me. You were like,
stream,
you want to talk about ChatGPT? And I said, I love ChatGPT. And the answer is yeah.
One of the reasons, listen, one of the reasons I asked you about this was because there's another creator out there who, is a legitimate like PhD and teaches courses at like a university, but then also
ostensibly
is and appears to me to be entirely reliant on ChatGPT for producing any sort of meaningful thought, content, idea. So
do they
I don't
teach
know.
biology, anthropology, and psychology and sociology?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just putting it out there. Okay.
Okay.
So Tap, I know that you have conversations with your chatbot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was interested in that. Like
so here's what I will say. It is a competent enough and knowledgeable enough black box resource that you can send things that you say to, and it will send things that in response back. And everything about that you can treat as a black box, but the things that it sends back are insightful enough about physics that it is useful to have a back and forth conversation with it. If I gave ChatGPT the prompt to every test that I took in my entire academic career, it would probably score better on the whole than I did.
Okay.
That's
all right.
That is partially because the things that we are it's deriving something from information that exists, and also every problem that I've had on an exam, I have had maybe in my entire life 2 or 3 novel problems on an exam. You shouldn't be giving your students novel problems on an exam. Like you shouldn't be doing that. So like what I'm saying sounds impressive, and it is impressive, but it's not that impressive. Also, my field is physics and math. This is something that the AI is better at than anything else. It is better at it because
physics and math,
specifically math. And it's noticeably, I think, in my opinion, it's noticeably worse at physics, because physics, particularly quantum physics, you start to get into more meta things and meta problems, but those problems have been explored in the literature, and it really does. It is an excellent tool to learn more about something. You should never assume that it is right. Exactly. What the Rabbit Atheist is saying, it's a phenomenal research assistant. Assistant being the key word. And the thing is, at a certain level of expertise, that's true no matter what. You would also never it wouldn't occur to you to. You might think that you're doing it, but you really wouldn't be. You wouldn't actually just take the word of any human, even a professor that is the most esteemed in the entire field. You wouldn't actually just take that as gospel truth. You would process it, and you would think about it, and you would react to it. And that is the way to like interact with like a chatbot. Also, they're a lot less consistent. Like if you talk to a physicist that has a background in a particular field like quantum mechanics or something like that, they're going to be fairly consistent, and they're also going to be a lot more comfortable saying I don't know. Chatbots are not that great. That's something that they are working on. But it is, there is sort of this like X factor to it, but they're full force multipliers. They are tools that allow you to process a lot of information, sort of compile it in a way where you can then kind of have your eyeballs look over it and be like, okay,
so
I'm able to like come to some conclusions from this. It's not the same as if I went through it all by hand myself, but particularly once you know how to tell them, like, okay, every time that they sort of talk about this concept in a way that seems, wishy-washy, and be really liberal about that, it'll give you 50 responses, 49 of which will be false positives. 40 of those false positives, when you're looking, you'll immediately be like, oh, that's not what I meant. 10 of them, you'll be like, oh, well, hold on. Let me read that again. 9 of those will still be false positives, and 1 of those will be a thing where you're like, oh yeah, no, that author just did straight up make that mistake. They did make that typo.
Right.
That this doesn't follow. And what you're able to do is you're able to like zero in on the thing. It could be that there was another thing that you would have zeroed in on that you totally missed. But you're able to do all of this in one afternoon. And it would have taken you a week.
So, yeah, I know that, I don't know. I'd be interested to hear you weigh in on this, Nitty, because I know both of you guys use bots and like professionally, like use them within like to perform the actual goddamn fucking work that you do, that you get paid for. So I don't know.
You gotta review it. You gotta review it. Oh my god. People that don't review what the bots do, those are the worst, and those are the problem.
Yeah, talk to me, Nitty.
I mean, yeah, Copilot in particular usually does okay. But yeah, you definitely have to check its suggestions every time, or you can end up with just code bloat, or
oh my god, it's so bad.
Or it's taking into consideration things that you are already accounting for in your application.
Right.
So
it reinvents helper functions for things that you already figured out.
Right. Or it doesn't know like an API contract that you've already established and won't be invalid. So like it asks you to like basically develop extra shit that you should never have to actually put in, because the relationship of what you're making to what it's asking for. Now, granted, it is nice that it asks to keep your app secure, right? So, that is what it is. But it literally is asking you to make changes that would be completely unnecessary if you've already understood what you were coding and developed it up to that time accordingly. So
Now,
it can bloat. It's annoying, but it's not the worst.
Now, I do think one of the things, and I'm hearing this from both of you guys, is that it feels like there are certain tasks and certain disciplines within which AI works more effectively than in others.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Right?
Yeah. I would not, if you are talking to an AI as a therapist, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't fucking do that. Right?
if
Yeah.
if you're asking it for completed legal things that are not going to be reviewed by a human, don't do that either. Frankly, don't do anything. If it's a situation where you're putting your reputation on the line, then your reputation is on the line, not the AI. People, if you use AI badly to do something professionally or just something for your reputation, and it goes horribly wrong, you've messed up. The AI has like also messed up, but nobody's blaming the AI. Like, you're not going to be able to sue the creators of the AI. Don't do that. You have to review it.
Who watches the Watchmen, right? It's the same with what I said about
exactly.
It's the same thing that I said about like Bible AI, right? Like,
here's the thing that I would say, like, so Petite Flower is saying, talking to literally any human is better. What do you mean? Do you mean, like, if I'm saying I want to refactor my code by moving I want to move this function from this package to this package, I need to update all references in the code base to do a thing, and also I also need to add documentation for this thing, and I need to change this one thing about the logic, and I need to also ask if that's going to have downstream consequences.
Right.
The AI is an amazing tool for that. It's an amazing tool
really
for that.
is.
And let me tell you, I know one person on the planet other than me that I could confidently go and just ask that question to, and they would be able to figure it out, and it would take him several hours. Because he doesn't have because he doesn't have the only human that has all of the knowledge to be able to do that in less than several hours is me, because I wrote all of that code. But the AI can read all of that, and because what I just described, moving a function and adding one particular small like functionality, those are actually very easy tasks, but they have a lot of little persnickety details, and AI is great when you make sure to put your hands on your hips and glare at it. It's great at the persnickety details.
So now, I mean, I guess I'm thinking in particular here, like, I've seen, people attempt to use AI to perform global functions for like sociology or psychology or like anthropology. That feels like a bad idea, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
those concepts are too complicated. There's too much context. And context limitation is the word of the decade for AI. They have a window.
Right, and it'll tell you. I mean, and that's why there's, rate limits for using it for free, right? Because it literally can't store and maintain conversations over the broad enough context to produce a result that you're probably looking for with something that complicated. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
The last comment that was on screen,
Is it that one?
Yeah. To the extent that I've seen that, I don't have the background knowledge. I will say I have seen humans do that. Not just once or twice. I have seen them do that. I don't think that is a uniquely AI problem. I do think that it is something that is at the very top of the priority list to figure out, though.
Yeah.
It's
But
not.
I think
that is the biggest risk factor right now. Is that particular way that AI can have bad outcomes, is that people talk to it, and sometimes it goes off the rails and it does poisonous things. But
and I think I think that's where and I mean this is a consistent message from this channel, is that you should trust first in the expertise of those who know what they're doing within their particular discipline.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, you guys have been very good at like showing and exemplifying functional uses of AI and the chatbots professionally in your fields.
Yep.
But then that's not the universal experience.
It is absolutely
across
not
the board, right? Like,
it's actually not too bad for particular well-documented centuries or millennia long debates. Just saying.
Yeah, right.
It's not too bad about
that. The more information it has to work with, the better it does.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like the Euthyphro really dilemma and stuff like I talk about all the time.
It's pretty, like it understands, like you can have a debate with the AI about the measurement problem in quantum mechanics all day long, and it's going to be
something I would never do.
It's gonna be better than some of the best physicists at the time were in 1945, right?
Wow.
And they were dude, there were some things that people said in the 1940s about like the measurement problem. Some people thought that like dogs were advanced enough consciously to like collapse the wave function, but mice
weren't.
Lord.
Wow.
And like I think like Wheeler might have said that, or somebody like big names, Nobel Prize winners were saying this stuff. The problem is that that's a fundamentally really hard thing, and they didn't quite appreciate how hard yet, and they said some really, really, really silly, stupid stuff. However, if you ever ask them to like solve a textbook problem, they would get the right answer. Because the right answer doesn't involve whether or not a dog collapses the wave function. It doesn't. There are things that seem like they show up in textbook problems that don't, because philosophy and the actual math of a physics problem they overlap semantically, but they do not overlap operationally. Meaning that you don't actually have to know the philosophical sort of you don't have to know the metaphysics of quantum mechanics to know what the right answer is to a complex question, as long as that question is properly posed.
Yeah. I feel like if I'm going to have a conversation with ChatGPT about, I don't know, let's say the emergence of Judaism in the 3rd and 2nd century BCE, it probably wouldn't be as productive as like what you're talking about.
I agree. It probably would not be as productive. I would also say it would be productive. I bet that if you did have that conversation with also, this is the part where you do want to use if you're going to do a test like this, you want to use the top of the line models, because otherwise you're comparing to something that's not what people are like talking about. So a model from a year ago is not going to be as competent as a model that's like live now. Like GPT 5.5 is going to be better than GPT 4 was. It's going to be better than GPT 5.2 was.
But we don't.
You're right. It wouldn't be as good. It would be. It would potentially be very useful though for you.
Okay.
It wouldn't be useful for me. It would be more useful for Nitty because Nitty knows a lot more about
more understanding. You have to know some things first before. It's just
that's right,
and that just reinforces it, right, Nitty? It's just a tool. It's just a way to reinforce.
Like I can smell
what you
when it's not steel manning an argument or it's missing a point that I'm actually trying to make. In philosophy, in the current state of the arguments in a debate space, I actually will, for mine in particular, import the whole transcripts of like debates and the points that are being made and things like that in order to give it the broadest context possible to inform my engagement with that material, right? So when I go live, I have that robust outline of what's being said and how to steel man it, straw man it, and avoid, the straw man part and engage in the steel man part. But also, for work in particular, I use it to crawl documentation on websites. So that it gains the context from the publisher. And I send it to like the GitHub or whatever, so that it doesn't just make conjectures on what it thinks the functions might do or what it thinks that what thinks. Oh, you know what? I hate the humanization of language on this purely electronic tool, by the way, if you haven't heard my rant about this. But on what it probabilistically generates about the code that is not actually precise to what we're trying to generate or produce. But by giving it the exact references of who, what, and how it was developed, I stand a much greater chance at receiving a result that will actually be useful, that will actually integrate and produce something production ready. So yeah, those are my pro tips for if you're a programmer, or if you want to engage in a source, if you want to work with a source faithfully, that's what you want to do. So yeah.
Okay. That's very useful. Claude Simeon notes that Dan McClellan just did a video on this. AI doesn't have access to scholarly journals, etc. Like there's a cutoff date, right? Like
that depends.
It does.
So I will say in physics, the cutoff date thing, by the way, is not really relevant anymore. Most AIs nowadays that you talk to, they can right then. They can go and do the research. They can go and send queries online. They can find it. So if you could just sit there on Google and find it, the AI can
more than
doesn't mean it will
more than just the abstract though. Could they actually access the data?
That depends. That depends on how well walled off that is. In physics, almost every physics paper that is published nowadays is published in a journal, and some of them are open source, in which case all of this is easy, but some of them are not, and it's closed source, and you have to have like a paid thing. However, almost every physicist also posts them on archive, archive.org. And that is a version, there's a PDF. Anybody can go there. You don't have to go to Sci-Hub. You don't have to go to anything. It's archive.org. It's hosted by Cornell University. And you just go there and you're going to see a version of the paper. One, the version that you see is exactly what the author submitted, and two, it is going to be have minor like typo. Maybe it'll have like an extra sentence because they didn't re-upload another version after it got accepted by the university. Most of the time, though, it is going to be exactly the same document with slight formatting errors.
I mean, having gone through this process, right? Yeah, it's going to be very close. So,
but people just post that. So almost any physics paper that is that is published in the last 2 decades, you can just find a free version of it on archive.org. And that means that the AI can go and read it. Now, it's not the easiest thing for them to read. The easiest thing for them to read turns out to, and I think this is an accident of history, be Markdown. Turns out Markdown is the language that now like you have to like give to AI. So like just recently, the language that I code in is the Wolfram language. And this is I'm showing now. I'm screen sharing this is the documentation of the min function. It gives you the minimum of a list. And they just introduced recently. Now they have a version of it that is specifically for Wolfram for AI agents, and it's all the same content, but it's just a Markdown file. So when the AI goes to it, it sees this, and it doesn't have to go and parse out this.
Okay. Right.
And that's like just it. Now, does that mean that Skynet is taking over? Yeah, Skynet is definitely taking over.
All you gotta do is rewrite your book in Markdown, and then we'll all have this true fact.
To be clear, by the way, you don't have to rewrite your book in Markdown. If you give me 10 minutes, I can have an AI
import your PETA.
I can have an AI rewrite your entire book in Markdown.
Oh, what's that going to do for me? Or nothing. So wow,
it's gonna make it easier for AIs to digest. And do you remember several months ago when I gave an AI because you sent me the PDF. You sent me like the PDF, like the raw PDF that is not publicly available. Don't at me, people. Of your book, and I handed it to ChatGPT, and I was like, read this and analyze it.
I do,
and it came back, and you were like,
"Holy shit!" Yeah, no, it was very good. It was yeah.
And the reason it was good was not because it understood the content well. It was because it understood the vibes. That was why it was impressive, right? Because
absolutely.
It understood that you were like, it wasn't about like a list of facts. It was about a list of facts in the sassy way that you present them, and you're like, this is like these are the pressure points that I'm going after. There is a reason that I started my book with a chapter about a giant penis.
Bill, a giant penis from Bill Maher's Religions. Yes, it's true. I did start the book with that.
It was
it kept Vandy reading, so
and I barely know how to read.
Wow. Well, look, I mean, it's late, and
it is late.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it, guys, because like it's a it's a contentious issue, and I think it's nuanced, and it's not always the same depending on what you're talking about. And I appreciate it because I get a lot of blowback from people about just, the usage of generative AI generally. And then I know guys like you who just, for your fucking job, you have to use it. You have to understand it and engage with it and like figure out how it can help you. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
So,
and it really does make me more productive, right?
Yeah.
So I asked it the other day, like, so I had to, for like a assistive technology task, right? HTML tables. They're like the most nightmarish thing to adapt to mobile, right? For or 400% zoom on a screen is like what passes AAA accessibility guidelines internationally. And so they're just a nightmare because there's a guideline that's like you can't make the user have to scroll down and sideways bidirectional to understand your content. And so what I had the language model and Claude basically do with me was take this raw output from a content management system, which thank God was in JSON, and adapt it to both a table for regular average normative user presentation and parse it back out to be accordions for mobile or zoomed representation. That would have taken me forever to do by hand, to step through
and
this
it would have
object
been boring.
and say, oh
and
God,
it would have been boring.
It would
Which
have
makes it
been
even harder to do, right? Like,
even better is that it knew to null check when I would have probably missed it, right? And so it's skipping fail cases for me ahead of time. So the last thing I had to test was its actual implementation, its tabability, and its appearance. And so the majority of my time was actually polishing the appearance of it rather than doing the entire parsing of the code and then nudging its functionality around. Or with another great part is it'll placehold things for you, and then and the code sometimes is easy enough to adapt to your actual implementation. So it's just something that could have taken me 20 hours took me 4.
Jesus, right?
With a little extra leverage. So
and you know what? Like if you're willing to, and I think that often Nitty and I are not willing to, but if you're willing to only go off of if you're willing to treat its output as a black box and only judge it off of your inputs and what you expect it to be outputs, it's even easier. The issue that it does is that it loves to invent a whole little mini framework and API and recreate all these helper functions that sometimes it creates helper functions that I'm like, the call to this helper function is literally twice as long in terms of characters of source code, is literally twice as long as if you inlined that function. You made a helper function for a single.
You can bitch at it though, which is the best part. Is that if you actually put strong language in it, it'll be like, oh, the user is mad.
Yeah, and it gets better. It gets better. And sometimes what I do is I'm like, okay, do this change, and then I go and I'm like, you invented 5 helper functions, and what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll be like, you called this function, which calls this function, which calls this function, and I reduce the entire call. I reduce it to one inline logic statement, and I'm like, this is what you did wrong. You always do this. Why do you always do this?
Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
I will have it do refactors, and like it writes new functions. It like ties it all together, and I'm like, can you guess what my reaction is going to be to this? And it will literally be like, oh yeah, you're probably not going to like that I like did this thing and invented this whole little mini API. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. This function is pointless. This function is pointless. This function is pointless. Delete them. And so, like, when I'm able to be like, when I know that all of the building blocks exist in the code base already, which is not always true, because if you try and get it to do something and the tool doesn't already exist, you've given it an instruction that's impossible to follow. But I'm like, without writing any new functions, give this functionality to this uncompleted like function.
Well, another thing
can
you can
do that well.
is add. What I'll usually do is add the files that I want as references beforehand to again up that context model. So
I do this with Codex, which has the entire repo as context that I can like go and look. But so like with Codex, it has the entire repository, so it has all 25 packages. It has 100 lines of code, 100,000 lines of code.
I hope this isn't boring the fuck out of your audience, by the way, because we're just
I mean, there's still 60 people watching, so you know, and there's still engagement. So I feel like
fair enough.
People consider this. People care about this shit. They do.
Fair enough.
It's.
I mean, it's going to affect the landscape of YouTube and everything else, right? In biblical studies too, right? Like eventually,
it's going to affect everything. It's going to. This is not the last thing that I can compare this to would either be the emergence of smartphones or the emergence of the internet. Those are the only two things that I can like compare it to
at the magnitude of implication, and impact on everything, really.
Yeah, and it really is huge. So it's wild.
Like I mean, I don't know. In terms of with my own experience, right? In terms of biblical studies, I thought at one time, you know, this could be useful in just making. I was writing all the translations for texts in the book, the last book that I published.
Yep.
I was writing those all by myself. It's time consuming. I was like, I could use just a leg up to give me, you know, a template, right? And I honestly, so here's what I did. I started using chat to work through some of the larger blocks of translation. But the thing is, you input the text and then you specify exactly what you want. Usually the very first thing that came back to me was a published translation. And I'm like, well, no, I don't want that, right?
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want something different than that. So I have to be very specific about what I want. And then it would come back at me. And as somebody who knows what the fuck he's doing, I'm checking the work of the chatbot as I'm going through. But after a while, I was like, well, you're just making shit up now.
Yep.
Like you're not.
I can believe that.
You have to I was just like, well, I mean, this is so. It was like it just
That's
it
not
was
surprising me.
It was somewhat helpful, I will say, in an extremely limited sense. So,
you're right.
Yeah.
You are the use case. So for the task that you were asking it to do, you are the absolute hardest audience that exists.
Yeah.
There's nobody on the planet other than your colleagues in the field that are and all of them are worse than you, obviously, that are equally skilled at understanding that this isn't up to your standards. It isn't. Yeah. It is trained on your work and it's trained on their work. It's also trained on the entire rest of everything. And most of that work is not up to your standards. With math, it's
Nope.
easier because with math, you can follow logic, and if there is a right answer and a wrong answer more of the time in math and in code than there is in translating ancient Hebrew.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
And
This is
and
why
so,
I laugh at Protestants and Logos Bible software using AI.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Because what variables do you account for with the Holy Spirit?
Exactly. Exactly. No, it's very true.
But what I will say though is, if you're a person that is not friends with Kip Davis or anybody like him, you're not friends with anybody who is friends with Kip Davis or anybody like him. The AI that you found as somewhat helpful is going to be for somebody who literally just spent all, didn't ever get interested in any of these things until randomly they fell down like a random YouTube hole and like saw your content a bunch, and they wanted to, and then they watch other videos, and those videos like put up Greek text, and they're like, is that true or is that bullshit? And they just take a screenshot and give it to the AI. For you, it's not sufficient. For them, it is the best tool that they have. They don't have you. They don't have, and if they want, and the problem is when people don't realize that everything is provisional and that they can't take it as gospel.
Yes.
You have to understand that all of this is provisional.
Is that one of my angles now that I want to keep developing, and I know I've said this before, against like presuppositional type of apologetics, is that the recognition that we actually function quite a bit like learning language models, is that humans as a species and an aggregate are all synthesizing data from subjective interpretation, and at aggregate and at scale, and arriving at a particular conclusion based on a consensus, right? So when we're trying to aim at what we call truth, that's actually what we're doing, which is just like a fucking LLM. Right?
And by the way, what you just said, Nitty, is why I personally don't get bothered when people use the word think for AIs.
Yep. Well, I do, but
that's fair. That's totally fair. But like, you understand what's happening is information is going in, you're processing it, and information is coming out. And when you look at it like that, like, everything's imperfect. And
that's not a problem. That's just how it is, and that's okay. Like, people are just not okay with that, and that's what really is a foundational problem, is that people are uncomfortable with the fact that they don't know things, and that there's a strong possibility that they don't have immediate access to what's true. Capital T, true. Give me that security.
That doesn't exist. You never have access to that. The point Prixie was making, though, in the thing that you just had up, is like the crux of the matter. It's just that I think that the people, the ability of humans to identify when a picture was just very clearly not made by a human in a way that 20 years ago would not have been present, suddenly developed.
Yes.
Like everybody on the internet developed from the end of 2022 to now. We have this whole like sophisticated, intuitive grasp of like,
that's a very good point.
That seems too smooth. But 20 years ago, not just everybody else, but us, if you gave us the same stuff 20 years ago, it would not occur to us that some of these things were AI generated. we learned, and we learned remarkably fast because humans are really good at like this sort of advanced pattern recognition that AI has not.
Nobody does it better,
yet,
right?
Especially not hands. Like the hand thing is still like a huge issue for it. But
or eyes.
Or eyes. Yeah.
But like, have
as
you
we
guys,
discovered tonight.
Eyes. This explanation works less well for eyes, but for hands, have you guys ever had to draw a hand? Every hand
I've drawn hands. Yeah.
I've drawn hands. Every hand that
I'm so bad.
have drawn has been worse than a bad AI.
Okay. Now, I was better at it than that. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But you weren't better at it than a good AI. A good AI,
maybe not.
That's the thing is the AIs that are good at certain things never show up in these conversations because the things that show up in these conversations are when they draw an AI where it's got 7 fingers and also 2 of the fingers just they start out separate and then they fuse together halfway through. Like,
but for real, I mean, when I used to draw a lot, it was like I drew a lot of hands, and one of the reasons why is because it's fucking hard. Like it's
if you had to draw one part of the human body over and over again, it would be the hands. That's the thing that is the hardest.
That's it's
Michelangelo's David. Michelangelo's David has amazing hands. They're way too big for that body, though.
True.
Have you like the hands on Michelangelo's David are?
I got to go back and look now, but I mean, I suspect you're probably probably right about it. It's like how I feel about every Todd McFarlane picture of Spider-Man, where it looks fucking cool, but then you're like, oh my god, that leg is too long and that arm is too short, and you know that thigh is not doing what thighs, you know, it's like that. But guys, it's been 3 hours, and I mean this has been cool. I've enjoyed that we've kind of embarked on this discussion a little bit, which is
it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really glad.
Right?
I'm really glad you brought that up. Yeah.
So yeah.
But everyone think about that in the context of arguments about, you know, Bible software, right? Like that are trying to leverage
holy
AI
shit, yes.
Yes, right?
Logos Bible software has basically like generated their own large language model to work within their own system, and
which is essentially like their own doctrinal box, right?
Yes,
just like Eric Hovind, like a search site, right? Like he's got the Christian, like
the creation search.
He's got Only Spirit.
Fuck.
It only gives you results that are compatible with that particular worldview, and it's like, oh, you're just completely formalizing the echo chamber. Okay, well,
yeah, you're digitizing. You're digitizing indoctrination. Congratulations.
That's it. That's all you're doing. That's all these companies.
And you know, I think, you know, Kip, you can recognize, right, that when that comes to something like Genesis, that becomes a problem, right? That there's an evaluation of what's happening in this text that isn't there. That literally isn't there.
Yep.
That is my ongoing angst, right?
Yep.
I can recognize that.
Yep.
Most people cannot.
This is my
most
problem
people
with
don't
with 80% of the videos that have the word quantum in it.
Jesus, right? Yeah.
Which is why I found Dan was talking about like devotional Bible software, basically, and how it literally produces the same result that I'm talking about. That
yes,
you have developers or people overseeing this app that are basically, you know, poisoning the well before you even drink it, right?
Yeah. So all right. Well, I'm hungry and I need to go eat something. So we're gonna bring this to a close. But thanks, guys, as always. Nitty,
of course.
Yeah. What's going on? Tell us who you are, what you're doing, and anything that's coming up that you want.
Yeah. So I am a creator. I have my own channel. You know, I'm at Nitty 2.0. You can go find me. I'm linked in the stream, so please go check me out. I'm only 41 subscribers away from the potential from monetization, so
let's do
cool.
it. Yes,
Cool.
Come on, everyone.
I don't chill too hard usually, but
not
I
nearly as hard as me.
Today, and that was nice. So it feels good. No, I've lately been dealing with you know, testimony videos. I died. Shit. Anyway, I'm also playing a game. I did a Christian testimony video about, you know, doctrine, why you should or shouldn't believe something. Are feelings a good way to discover truth, stuff like that. So yeah, I talk about apologetics, counter apologetics, visit random open panel streams. It's a mixed bag. It's a fun place. It's really a fun place.
It is a fun place.
Engage with the chat,
Yes.
and I'll have you on if you're cool. So yeah,
he does that. He'll actually do that. Nitty will do that. I will not, but Nitty will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, go
check
ahead.
It out. Check me out. Hang out.
He's
Goof
awesome. Petite Flowers is falling asleep. So I don't know. Say something to wake her up, Tap.
So quantum mechanics secretly gives you the key to immortality.
Okay, fuck that. Where, I mean, are you do you do anything useful?
No.
On okay. And there's no Bad Science Sunday tomorrow.
There is not.
And probably back next week.
Yes,
but
as far as I know,
where you will
I have already agreed to be, well, I mean, my agreeing to be on Bad Science Sunday is by default, yes.
Yes.
Last week I specifically was unavailable, and I made that point.
You were.
And tomorrow,
Hey.
and tomorrow I know that Maya is unavailable, so we will not have Bad Science Sunday tomorrow, but we will be back next week.
Hey, I was on Bad Science Sunday last week because you weren't. What the fuck were you doing last weekend, by the way? We were not sure. I thought you were like on a holiday. Maya thought you were like playing with fucking lasers. What was that about?
I was preparing for Journal Club. I always prepare for Journal Club on the weekends. And so I needed time to prepare for Journal Club.
You don't, because you're always on Bad Science Sunday on Sunday night. So I know that's just not
not that. Not that. I don't do Journal Club every week. I do Journal Club once every like 4 months.
Okay.
Nitty just won.
He did. Yes.
Yeah. We killed this bullshit at the last second.
Yeah.
But so
Very
I
nice,
knew
guys.
I had Journal
I
Club,
rolled a 3.
and
God
so
damn it.
I wanted to have. I knew that I was like, okay, I need to go into work. I need to like go into my office and like do all the research and like figure out what I'm going to talk about for Journal Club. And I knew that I wanted to not also have.
Yes.
I was taking care of myself. Okay.
Journal Club or Gerbil Club?
Journal. Journal club. Okay? The gerbils are not allowed outside of my rectum.
All right. Okay. All right. So
let me ring the gerbil deep inside of Mr. Slave.
Okay. So I will be back on Thursday for another edition of Kitty at Hebrew, where we read Hebrew with a special guest. And on Thursday, my special guest will be Rabbi Chana, that rebel rabbi, and we will be reading Zechariah chapter 6. However, Thursday is the only thing I'm doing this week. There will be no stream on Friday, which is odd, but that's what's happening. So I'm taking the whole weekend off. I'm not going to be doing anything on Dapper's channel on Saturday. It's just going to be a clear weekend for me. But listen, when I come back I'll do another Kitty at Breed stream, and then we'll do another budget scripture Saturday stream in 2 weeks. But before that, on July 10th, when I come back, I am very, very excited that I will be joined on Friday afternoon, July the 10th, by CJ Cornthwaite, friend of the channel, who runs an amazing biblical scholarship, deconstruction, counter apologetics platform on his own.
Well,
it's so great?
Well, it's counter apologetics within a limit, right? Because he still identifies as Christian. So
he identifies as Christian.
You can be a counter apologist and still be.
But
Christian.
you absolutely. I feel like I was that for a long time too, right? Oh, Nitty doesn't like it, but you know what?
Doesn't
Nitty,
like that. All right,
fuck yourself.
We'll have to discuss,
so
we'll have to discuss that, Nitty.
it just
you're an anti-fundamentalist. That's the better way.
Yes, yes. I mean, I think apologetics is generally just bad, right? So it's, Christians can agree,
Fair
and
enough.
I have plenty of Christian friends. I was one at one time who agreed.
Dan is an anti-fundy.
Yes, exactly.
But he's not.
Hates
he's
apologetics.
Not entirely a counter apologetic.
Exactly.
It depends on the apologetic, right?
It depends on the apologetics.
Okay,
it depends on how you
I'm being a
understand it.
pedantic
Anyways,
ass, usually.
you are being a pedantic ass. But all that to say,
That's
we
my
love
job.
CJ Cornthwaite, and CJ Cornthwaite is going to be back on my channel in 2 weeks on Friday, July the 10th. But not just CJ Cornthwaite. I'm going to be joined, and I'm very excited that I'm going to be joined by Shangsai Mindful Living, who does.
No way.
Yes. Yes.
He's so nice.
I'm stoked. He's amazing. He's a content creator here on YouTube who's been doing some awesome stuff. He's got training in psychology and statistics. What was that, Nitty?
I do have to say that he has handled Made by Jim Bob's racist, bigoted, fuckface audience with such grace and professionalism that he deserves like every super chat or YouTube thanks you can send him, because he's had to, since he took on presuppositional apologetics, which is the bread and butter of Jay Dyer, Andrew Wilson, and Made by Jim Bob content.
Yeah.
And he took that on, and of course Jim Bob found it, and his audience, and he poured on I
bet it was super fucking racist, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, like making fun of his voice, saying like, China, is this the best that you've got? Like, his YouTube comments are flooded with racism. I mean, it was ridiculous. And Shang has just brushed it off, worked through it, been amazing through the whole thing, and handled his responses clean, fucking pro.
Yeah.
So send him money. Yeah,
yes,
carnivorous.
Do that.
Jim Bob Jim Bob has let me on his channel in the past. In fact, he says I'm one of the best atheists on the internet. However, he's largely ignored me recently. So do with that what you will.
Importantly, Real Melly is right. Shang Tsai has been absolutely like train wrecking anything that Michael Jones or Than Christopoulos that IP has been doing, especially with respect to
shit out.
Yeah, you need to. With respect to
he's so
their
good.
arguments about the resurrection of Jesus. And so he's coming on, and CJ are coming on, and we're going to talk about resurrection apologetics. We're going to set our focus on a particularly disgusting piece of shit by the name of Trent Doherty.
Trent Horn. Oh,
No. Trent Doherty, who was once a professor of philosophy at Baylor University, which is like a super conservative evangelical school. And he's such a disgraceful asshole that he managed to get himself fired from there. So so that's what we're doing in 2 weeks. I'm very, very excited about it. I hope everybody is back to check it out, and then we'll be back, guys, in 2 weeks for another installment of Budget Scripture Saturday. And I like what you're doing with your beard there.
I don't even have a choice. It's just that I have like a dead spot here where not as much grows, so it naturally comes out.
What
and
happened?
You can actually just tell because like I have these stripes of lighter hair there.
Okay,
there you go. Here's a link to his channel. What really though, I have unironically been endorsed by Jim Bob because I'm not a total ass or straw manner in his chat. I've worked pretty hard to try and understand the orthodox and presuppositional positions, and so when atheists do come in his chat and are total straw manners and assholes, to be frank, I actually push against them.
Very good.
Cheers.
That's awesome. Yes, indeed.
Here's the thing. Like I've said before that I really don't like it when people try to use a rhetorical leverage against the Bible and Christianity rather than an honest one. And I would rather when people make their critiques or debates or arguments have at least a baseline understanding rather than just writing off the Bible with something like, these were illiterate goat herders. Well, like,
that's the worst.
They were
if they were writing, they weren't illiterate.
With particularly educated people who wrote the Bible. That's the
and
better.
If they wrote it, they weren't illiterate.
Yes.
If they wrote it, they weren't illiterate.
Or
my God, I'm just.
They were drawing from previous traditions that they sincerely believed, right? And then articulated them the best that they could. That's probably the best steel man, right? So
yes.
Presenting that to people so that, it doesn't, when you come at someone with the attempt at understanding their position rather than just being derogatory, I think that does a lot more work to convince a person than, just Dillahunting them or Andrew Wilsoning them on those type of call-in shows. That's why Apologia's content
indeed
was to me, so.
And that is I agreed, Ninny. And that is I was going to say it's a fine braid.
It's a terrible braid, but it's one braid. It is one whole braid. Okay? I got one whole braid. Is it good? No, but no. It is okay, you're right, but then I have to separate out each side into three. That's harder.
That's a lot. I mean, it's more work. That's for sure.
Also, do you think I have a lot of experience braiding hair? Because I don't.
You know what? I went looking through pictures. I mean, I went looking through pictures the other day from my past, and I discovered that I didn't even remember this.
You
but
braided your
like,
beard, didn't you? Or did you
dude,
braid your
not my
hair, but
beard.
not your beard?
The hair.
Well, your hair.
So-
I mean, your hair is long and beautiful and straight. Oh my!
So this is me when I was 29 years old. This was
Whoa.
my MA
Dr.
thesis
Kid.
defense. So
Oh my God, you look like a vampire.
Dr. Kid.
Does anybody else think like Kim
Dude.
looks like a vampire?
You look exactly like the type of person that I would try desperately to be friends with at goth night.
oh my God. So, but you see the braid though, right? Like it's like you notice
we
I
see
did
the braid. We also see the polished, sleek, stylish, coffin appropriate hairdo. All of that, it's look at that. Okay, like I'm pretty sure that your stepsister is Serana from Skylar.
I have no steps. I particularly like this one too is really good. So
And she's several hundred years old, so
I had less hair then, but I was driving my favorite 4x4 through the mountains, which was pretty badass.
See, I can't do that. I don't have the same prevalence of the lower lip that you do.
Right. Yeah. I guess.
Like if I tried to rock, for example, just a mustache, I would look atrocious. I mean, I already look bad. I would look atrocious. And nobody would let minor children be near me.
So, it was, this is one of the, that might be, I can probably, count the number of times on a single hand that I've worn a tie. And since then, that was a very long time ago, but yeah. Anyways, this was a fun show. Carnivorous Ape says I've braided both hair and beard. Then I cut my hair last year, so I'm trying to get it to grow back now. Just started being able to get. Nice. Yes, it's that very awkward stage, but Simeon says
2019.
To be clear to everyone in the chat and who watches Budget Scripture Saturday, make me big, Kip.
Okay.
Do you see this face?
I
Go
do.
ahead. Guess how old I am. But consider
I know how old
that
you are.
I've been in a pubescent state with my face forever. When I attempt to grow anything that resembles a man my age, I might as well just try to blend in at a high school. Can you just cast me for young Spider-Man?
Oh,
hello, children.
For real.
Grumpy Librarian says 56.
Secretly,
I feel like secretly Peter Pan.
My kids actually made fun of me today. I shaved before this show. I went live earlier today on my channel.
You shaved before the show? Wow.
I went live earlier today on my channel, and you can see the bit of scruffiness that I had.
Oh, wow.
And they climbed all over me today and said, Daddy, look at your little spikies. Because I can't grow. I can't fucking thing on my face.
Listen, I gotta say the braid looks a little better. Now, did you do something to it?
No, I did nothing. It was a single braid, and I was able to successfully complete one full braid. And then there's like a half of like the next two steps, because you need to have like part of the next step for the first full braid to last. But no, I I can consider trying to braid each side individually. I can separate each side into 3 different chunks and then do it. It's going to take me a while, and also I'm incompetent. So there's that.
You know, what was I gonna? Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I should have kids. You guys have kids. Kids braid hair, right?
We do, yeah. But you're way younger than we are, so. But yeah, it's But you should.
I have multiple friends who have multiple children.
Fine. Yes. So Nitty, you say what you need to say, and then I think we need to wrap up.
I actually forgot what I was trying to say there.
Oh,
so
damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
fine.
I guess
everybody.
Hatikva. It's true, guys.
I can say Ahavtika, I love you.
God,
so,
that's not how you say that.
No, not that one. Sorry. God damn it. So, as always, guys, I'm looking for the right one. Where is the Jesus? Where the fuck is it? I have an outro here somewhere. It's gonna take me some time. Why can't I find it? There we go. I found it. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably okay. So I got it, and as always, be good, stay safe, and Tap said it. I'm gonna say it. Hatikva.